All right, so I guess this is our second podcast, and today we have a new guest, Sajeev from Toronto. Do you want to introduce yourself, Sajeev?
Yes. Hello, I'm Sajeev, and they invited me to talk about white shorts, everyone's favorite topic.
Hell
White
yeah,
short.
I love white shorts.
I love voice shorts too.
I love anime.
All right, so I guess everyone's already introduced themselves before, so there's really no point repeating that. So let's just go on to our first topic here, which is making a JP tier list, because I guess that's the fun thing to do, especially right before ban list where everything changes. So
Wait, you guys
um,
actually think anything will get banned though?
Maybe.
that's a good point, actually.
It's definitely not impossible.
It's not impossible, but I don't feel like anything will.
Yeah.
Actually, I did want to talk about that, as well, like looking at the WGP results, and holy shit, I had to tap for this. Um, oh no, where did I put it? Basically, as SHS, Saikano had like a ton of rep.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
like to the point where like I could actually see it getting banned. It was kind of scary, especially its conversion was extremely good. And oh, found it.
It also has a very high representation.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It had a lot of rep, but it seemed to only do really well in Swiss, and then when actual top results, it seemed to do pretty low.
Yeah.
It also just came out with like less than 2 months ago, so I feel like it would dodge the ban list.
I don't know, this is the latest chart to come out of Japan, as far as I know, for WGB 2019, and including trios and Neo Standard, top eights, I believe, or maybe this is X0 and X1s. It was like, it actually beat Love Live, Fate, and like all the other random ones. As
Yeah.
in, it was like heads and shoulders like tier S. And, both Love Lives and Fate were like kind of A tier in terms of rep or conversion rather. Oh, anyway. So like I could kind of see that getting hit. Anyway, I guess let's just go back to the tier list, then we can meme about ban list after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Oh no, I did that wrong. Okay, here we go. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm being retarded. Right window. Okay, so starting with AOT. How do you guys want to do this?
Is this it's JP tier list for
yeah,
sure, right?
Yeah.
Probably B tier. I'll put it at B tier.
Okay.
B tier?
Yeah.
Even
Or it's like B plus A minus.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Either you're putting
I
at the
feel
top of B or like somewhere in A.
because I
I
feel
do
like
think it's an A.
yeah.
AOT is still pretty good in this meta.
Well, the thing is, like AOT, it has the bad floor in that, like, if it whips combo across
Kinda
like
does
level
nothing,
one,
yeah.
then it does nothing. But like, if it gets all its pieces, it's extremely hard to beat, right?
I feel like a lot of decks are like that. I feel like if you let Rewrite do their thing, then that deck's like unbeatable.
Yeah.
JP has a lot of decks like that, so I don't think AOT is that like insane in terms of meta.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the problem I have with tier lists as well. Is that like sometimes there's the mindset like where you go into a tournament, you want to sack, so you just play high ceiling decks. But is that actually good for tournaments? Is that good for tier lists? I don't know.
I guess it depends on like your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want to win, technically you should have a high ceiling deck. But if your goal is just get through Swiss top 8,
Yeah,
like something
high floor.
consistent, so you can go X1
Mhm.
and make it in. And sometimes you still win the tournament if you just get lucky and play well.
Consistent deck.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess just it's hard to say, especially like in the current standby meta where you might actually be able to wall off at least one Aaron. Like, and if they do like double Aaron, one will always go off because it's pretty easy to pump it to like 9-5 or something. But the second one probably isn't as big.
I feel like if you're playing in standby meta, your errands can never you can never loop wind as efficiently as you can in other metas. Like
Yeah.
your errand can't beat like a 10-5 wall. Their opponent if they do happen to like trigger standby twice, then you can just never beat their board ever.
That's true. So considering the like current meta of like a lot of Saikano, a lot of 8 standby, would that put it in B tier, do you guys think?
Yeah, because Sai kind of bounces, so you can't really combo them if
Well,
they hit
that's
one
only
first.
if they hit, yeah, one first.
They're
Well,
playing
they're-
Kato Bar, right?
Yeah, they're playing Kato Bar, so they're more likely to have their combo than you, which you're playing Wind. And then they have like they
that's
do
right.
have like Riki effects and
That
whatnot.
matchup just seems bad for AO2.
Yeah, it's really bad for
With,
you.
with,
Takano
like,
in particular is pretty bad.
with their JC and everything, like you're just gonna
Yeah,
knock your
yeah.
person.
Yeah, that's
FGC
true.
also, yeah.
All right, I'll put in B tier just because of meta consideration. Like, yeah, yeah, you're right. JC kind of shuts it down.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
deck still, though.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good
I
deck.
wouldn't be embarrassed playing it.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
true.
would not be embarrassed.
Just put an
You
Yeah,
can put it like top of
yeah.
if you
I'll-
consider at the A minus or something if you want.
yeah,
yeah,
I'll
like-
put in like the bottom of A.
bottom of a
Yeah,
Just
so like
leave
as
it there
new
for
things
now.
go into A,
Yeah,
we'll push
sure,
Aaron back
sure.
there. All right, FG. I mean, Fafo.
There's a Fafo
This-
master here, so you can talk about it.
Well, this is similar to AOT, same one combo, but much lower ceiling.
Yeah.
Deck has really good hand sculpt, and if it's able to get the Astolfo reverses, then it can play just as well as AOT. But its finishing power is obviously less, and the card's just weaker. If you're not looping book, you can kind of fall apart. Your
I don't
level
know,
2
like,
game
the
is
level-
also pretty bad.
The level 2 game is pretty good though, right? Like it
Think so?
trades off good top end for like having a decent level 2.
I think the 2 game, if you don't hit 2 first, you basically don't have a 2 game. Like you can't really
True.
like playing John and Mordred into any kind of like early play 11k or standby 2/2s is like feels pretty bad.
Yeah, that's true actually. It's just
Yeah,
not big
I
enough.
agree.
Especially with like Sunshine still being a thing and then
Yeah. And I don't think Appo is should be in anywhere above B. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
ill suited to the meta right now.
To be honest,
I'll
I
put
put
it-
it
at
in
least in
C,
GP meta.
but
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
think
guys.
it's C-ish.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
You can
great.
see.
Yeah.
like, I was actually pretty hyped for the deck when I first saw it spot. I almost bought a playset of it, but then like I don't know, in testing.
I think
it
it's a really
just
cool
doesn't
deck.
look
I enjoy
good.
playing it, but
It's fun.
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
Meta shift's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Or,
Like that
wild.
one guy where I think you like use your like flip over your level and get a hand filter. That card is
That's
like
yeah,
a good
super
card.
yeah,
It's
Kieran
broken.
is a really good hand filter. It's like actually absurd.
Broken.
command
Really good
filter.
synergy with Astolfo too.
Yeah. Well, maybe if it gets a second set or something. All right, Excel roll, Kevin's favorite.
C minus.
What face?
D,
That's
maybe.
that's
Like
the
a-
best set. I don't know what you're talking about.
S tier, come
Maybe
on.
like
D
D
tier.
minus.
I mean, it
feel
has
like
one of the best early
D
plays in the
minus?
game.
I really don't know too much about this deck anymore, but
If they're still
You're-
playing the gate, like the bar gate deck or whatever, it's
Gate
like God,
win.
the gate win or
Wind
gate
was the
bar.
cool combo, I think.
Yeah, it's a cool mid burn 0 combo.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
cool
read
version.
Mill 2 CX as burn
Mill 2
0.
6 is burn 0.
Or mill 2 zeros, burn 0. So good.
Yeah.
And then once in a blue moon you mill double burns, that's the best card.
Yeah, and then you still lose the game because you're behind the whole game.
Whoa.
It's probably
D tier.
C or D, really.
Yeah.
It depends what the rest of these decks are sorted out.
No.
Yeah, we can move stuff around as we go,
Yeah.
but I'll throw it in deer.
But like, I can't see it being anywhere higher than like C minus.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad deck.
It's
but-
It
definitely.
seems
I think.
But,
okay,
I think the
yeah,
bar
it's
for
just-
being a bad deck has changed.
I
guess
think
maybe.
I use it as a good teaching deck. It definitely teaches you how to play the game because you have to clock yourself for your own advantage.
but
Yeah.
true.
But
I
past
mean,
that,
different
it's
deck.
like those
Yeah.
are rely on level 1 combos, so you get to just like get
Yeah.
cards, you get your
Yeah.
pieces.
yeah.
I mean, it's
I
got like
mean,
on
like
the-
you clock yourself,
cast.
but you pay one, you plus like 2 or 3 off that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you
a
do
better
end up plussing
Ricky.
a lot, and it's not really
percentage.
CX dependent, so it
Yeah.
feels nice sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's like if people are okay with Ricky, then technically the level 1 combo, although its cost is being on reverse,
Well,
but it's like
it's-
much more efficient
I mean,
than
it's
Ricky.
This is
big.
different from Ricky because you're playing under the risk of like getting cornered. Like playing against
Yeah, that's
errands
true.
that bounce and whatnot. So
Yeah, especially in like this standby meta, if the opponent hits one first, then yeah, you're not
Yeah.
getting reverses way.
like, you
Ricky's
can farm their
also
one
ways to,
utility
like-
lane. But
To unlock yourself from 0 to go right into a combo if you need to. If you're like 0-6.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's Kasumi, right?
Yeah, that's
That is
cosmic.
cosmic.
That is indeed
It's
cosmic.
A
definitely
tier, A tier.
at least A. Are you putting an
A.
S?
Not S
No,
tier?
definitely not S.
Oh,
I don't think it's
Definitely
S.
not S. It can't
Right.
beat any standby decks.
Oh wait. Are we talking about
True.
now?
Let's talk about current Bang Dream.
Yeah, current brand.
Like right before
Oh.
with this new
Oh,
set?
with the new
Because we haven't
set.
tested yet. I've only read the card.
I have not. I've read the cards. I have never played with the new cards, but I think it's still A tier. I don't think anything changed. Nothing changed dramatically, other than getting like a lot
Some
of good
duty.
utilities.
I mean,
I
it's
guess
okay.
level 1
maybe
anti-change.
standby combo.
Well, Cosme finishes pretty
Yeah.
Cosmic Finisher, the new one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
to
I'm
be honest,
assuming
I'm more
the second-
excited about Sword Art, like those spoilers, than what happened with
Ye-
Mandarin.
I
Sao
mean,
is Sao.
Bang Dream has potential to go up with like
Yeah.
the set, depending how it turns out.
Uh-huh.
But it's definitely just A for now.
Yeah, it's A for now.
All
I
right.
think
A maybe S depending on
Yeah,
how.
especially
No.
when you look
Current
at
cards.
the results. Like
think
Bandori
it's-
had like really poor results in Japan too.
Oh well, it's because for like a straight 4 months it was like standby meta, and then that actually loses to opponent triggering one like standby trigger.
Oh, true. Yeah, 1-2-2
So-
and you're dead.
Yeah, 1/2/2, and you just can't recover from that. Or like a 1/1/7/5 with like any assist plus backup. It's
Bang
can't
Yeah.
Dream.
get fever.
Bang Dream would have been a good pick in our WGP though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone playing all the stock decks, that would have
Oh
won.
god, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
what's this next set?
is it Chain
that-
Chronicle?
It's Chain
No.
Chronicle. What did
Chain?
that-
Oh,
how did
that's
you
a
get
good
it?
C.
Is it actually
solid-
chain?
Yeah, it's Chain Chronicles.
That is Chain Chronicles.
Oh my god.
That's better
I
than
put this in
Example.
D, but like
That has really good
That's good
utility.
cards.
It's got
It does have
utility.
some good cards.
okay.
That's a
During
double
cards
bounce
card.
thing, right?
Yeah, this is the double bounce.
Which is good.
And then I think it's got Amagi. Right?
Yeah,
Does it
the
Amagi?
yellow deck
Yeah.
had like Amagi, Shimikaze, Riki.
Hey,
Oh,
this
That's
sounds
got
actually
one
good
playable.
plussing.
Yeah,
How
the
come no
set's
one but Tim
um,
plays
fine.
it in Toronto?
It's interesting. Yeah,
That's-
Tim has it.
Yeah.
Tim has it. That's definitely like C tier. Just like very orthodox, does what that needs to do. Like decent deck control. Not that good of plussing, not that good of a finisher, but it's like very consistent.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, but is that good enough to put you in C tier? Well, I guess we'll see, because like
Well, yeah, I think that's what C tier would be clogged up with. Just
Like your
decks that are
C tier.
playable.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
playable decks.
Well, I guess this is a good time to like actually kind of define these tiers, maybe, just so that you can be more consistent. So like maybe S tier would be like meta defining, where A is
A and higher should be stuff you expect to see, stuff you should be like building
Should be
around.
confident on winning with
I
two.
think S
Yeah.
S is what you should be playing around, or what you should be like even deck building around, maybe. And then A is like decks that you will see a lot, or like basically decks that beat the S tier decks usually. And
yeah.
B tier is
Yeah.
like good deck.
Solid playable deck all around.
C is like you can see it. You wouldn't be surprised. I guess you would be surprised if D's top, but
You might
It's
see
not-
it once in the tournament in the
yeah,
early
you see it
rounds.
once in a tournament.
My friend told me to play this.
D tier is like
Why?
You're
why-
memeing.
why
You're
are
actually
you-
just
memes.
yeah,
You're here for a
See-
good time, not for a
it's
Yeah,
either that or it's like some
you just
like
like anime.
Dick
I
I'm
deck.
here so I don't get fined.
yeah,
All right, there you go.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is good. All right, so Japanese card captor, is English card captor in here? We
No,
actually
we're
need
not
to
gonna take
debate
that
it.
into account.
I wouldn't rank English card captors
Yeah.
like
do
on
you
the
mean,
same tier
Kevin?
anyway.
It got to final 16, didn't it?
Yeah, because it beat me. But whatever.
Okay, fine.
Japanese card captor.
That's
See,
definitely
Japanese-
at least
Definitely
A.
A
good
plus, A plus, S minus. It's
That
I
is a
don't think
strong-
it's an S deck. I don't
It's an
okay. I
think.
A.
don't think it's an S deck either. It's a bit iffy, but it's like
I would-
definitely A
I'd be
plus.
comfortable putting it in A, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
So
It's
it,
pretty good.
it has anti-damage and
Yeah, so it has
and-
access to anti-damage for
and
full board.
anti-change.
Can grab
Change
it,
count.
I think the
grab
bigger
it,
problem
yeah,
is,
he's
or the
looking for sure.
bigger part is like,
That 3-1
have-
event. So good.
yeah, the 3/1 event Mason is actually like stupid good. It
Yeah.
gives like two of your characters like almost guaranteed verse, and then it grabs your CX. And then other than that, it like your level 3 that can be standby, pumping your whole board or her front row is really good.
Yeah, the deck seemed pretty strong. Actually, in testing though, like, I guess even with standby, it didn't seem to like have a really strong level 1 or 2. But yeah, at 3 it was extremely hard.
The deck
I feel
definitely
like it's-
relies on getting a standby trigger.
Yeah.
It's very night and day whether or not you get the right triggers with this deck. In my
Ah.
testing, at least.
Didn't they like switch to like 5 standby 3 gate?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen those
it's
lists.
popular to see like 5 or 6 standby.
Oh
It's because
wow.
Maze is the card.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
Maison
play
is way too consistent. Maison's bondable for the record, so it's
Yeah.
very easy to get. So
Oh,
gaining gate
so
is
you-
easy.
You actually get the CX, the really
Yeah, you're
consistent
level
one.
3 for whenever you need it.
Oh, wait, is this oh, the door is the level
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Combo.
okay. My bad.
Your level
Yeah.
1 is Union. It's that's the same as Sunshine.
Sunshine,
okay.
yeah.
Except bigger because they can
Bigger.
resonate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, another big thing is the 6/5 union, so it might like live another turn, especially if you stand by the 2-on that like gives assist power. So it might just like live a turn and you play gloves.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Kind
better
of fits
Sunshine.
it fits this theme of all these like big constant power plus combos nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Goblin Slayer or Tai
Yeah.
or Nico,
Nico.
I guess to some
Yeah.
extent.
Alright, yeah, makes sense. Deck did
Anyways,
seem
yeah, good deck.
has a lot
I
of
think
goals.
its consistency is questioned sometimes if it doesn't get its standby triggers a couple times, but other than that, it's a pretty solid deck.
Does it have a twin drive?
It does.
I don't think people play it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a level 1 and doesn't
Off
really.
color or something.
It's on color. It just
Like-
doesn't. I don't know. I don't think the card feels good to play.
I don't think twin
Okay.
drives are like worth the deck slot because deck has very little slot. You have to play like 4 secure,
You
A lot
the
of
rest-
events.
It's very
And-
event heavy.
Yeah. Understandable.
play your standby package. So
Alright. So next set.
I'm at
There's the
CG.
Oh
C
boy.
plus.
See.
Uh,
I mean,
C plus.
C,
It did
yeah,
recently
C.
top.
I
It
think
did
We have a
recently.
picture of Uzuki, but like, we're judging like try
Try
and
previous.
Yeah. Talking
Yeah.
TP.
So
It did
I
pop
thought-
very recently.
That deck's
Did it
always been
actually?
like.
Yeah,
Wow,
playable.
did it?
I put it in B tier.
I always, I think that deck is still pretty good.
Pretty
Still pretty
playable.
consistent.
Yeah.
Wait,
What it
what's the
does.
choice? What's the choice of?
Probably a Katsu.
Isn't it just Stossel Pan? No, I think
Or is it
the
Power Smile?
I think Power Smell is better.
Smell. Yeah.
Power Smell?
I think
Okay.
Power Smell is better.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like I'd
TP's
always power smell.
That's what Nick plays, right? Power Smile.
Nick-
Not. Yeah, he's
He
playing
plays it
Power
right
Smell now.
Yeah.
The thing
He
is like
always changes.
yeah,
Yeah.
well the thing is like you don't have a like really scary level 2 game anymore, so I think you need power smell just to like push enough damage.
Really, I think Rin's a really good pick
Uh,
against like the current like standby matchup.
Hey,
They
really?
can never
Agree,
out
too.
that card. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
your TP Ren is still 14k. That hasn't changed.
And
That
like
you
you
can't-
back up. Yeah.
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 You
Oh,
actually
there's
can't
no
out that
backup.
card.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the
It's
Every-
11-5
no.
on sides as well. The cards is not really it's not scary. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
true.
Yeah,
And I think the deck's consistency is very, very high.
Yeah, that's the part I really like about it.
I mean, Brainstorm 5 is like really good, and then you have a lot of good utility zeros.
Brainstorm 5 search is very strong. Never did
Yeah.
print that again.
Yeah,
Only needs one reverse, really.
Yeah.
you
Yep.
can like
Needs one reverse.
stack two Stossel combos and one card and just plus off that.
Yep.
Rin does a good part of that.
True.
Having like sack counter as well lets you play runs.
Yeah, Maya is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has a lot of good cards. It's always been,
Yeah.
but just
Like-
I don't know. Maybe it just lacks a little bit of oomph it needs nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
It was DC.
Oh god.
I have no idea.
DC, I
I've
think.
literally never seen anyone play this deck.
I have
Uh,
DC, but I'm not too sure what's considered the best deck for DC. I play like
Probably Gate, right? Gate 1 combo into.
you mean Stocksoul combo
Oh yeah, Stossel combo into.
into like into what? I play Empty Gate, but
Yeah, I think people play
some people
Gate.
like to play the other Stocksoul combo, the Yami variant.
I don't like that card, but I think DC has really good early game. I think their like level 1 combo is one of the best in the game. It's like it's pluses for free. It's like on attack salvage, like salvage 1. And then
Yeah.
it's like, and then like it's got cost me. It's got it's got decent like search options and whatnot. So I think DC is like fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Can
Wait.
compress pretty well. Has
Okay,
access
yeah.
to a refresher.
Yeah.
So where would you guys put this? Because the only thing I know about DC is that it has like maybe build your own Marika or something. I don't
That's
know.
also an
It's
option.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe C.
C? I wouldn't say C. I put it at
Oh.
least B.
B.
At least B? Okay.
At least.
Wow.
Has memory compression, right? It's like
Yeah.
I like
Isn't it
Yeah.
tied to top check though?
It's so funny because the way you described it, you're saying all these positives, then you just say C.
Yeah.
Well,
it
it's like-
definitely does not. It's not like.
Well,
bad thing.
yeah, I'm comparing this to like Fate Apocrypha because Apocrypha actually doesn't feel like definitely doesn't feel like a C deck,
Hmm.
but maybe like DC
I
is
feel
like
like
similar
the
to
combo would be better in the current meta though. It has access
Yeah.
to like efficient healers. It has anti damage. Has good compression tools.
like uninteractable combo for
Unintractable
the
combo is also
pluses.
quite
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
don't know.
guess
There's a lot of
that's
decks
B
that
tier.
like do these things better though, right?
I think like this DC one combo is really good, and then I guess there are decks that memory compress better. Like this, basically, Psychon is just better. Of
Yeah.
DC,
I'd say
Even
the
Kimono.
Psychono is a much better DC. Kimono.
but
Yeah.
I
similar
guess
to-
that does justify for it to be a B tier because this is probably
Yeah,
the
it is
deck's
a good
best
deck.
memory deck. Yeah.
Okay, if you guys say so. All right. Wait, is this?
Fujimi.
Fujimi.
Okay.
I think the deck's really good against standby decks, and it doesn't have deck control, so it loses to like every other spam 1k1 decks.
So it's like
So B tier.
A tier.
A.
I'll put it A tier. I'll definitely put it A tier.
A tier is like expect to see though, right?
Yeah, you see that this actually comes up very often. Or a lot of Japanese locals are composed of a lot of Fujimis.
Oh, I actually didn't know
I guess
that.
if it beats standby, then it makes sense to play.
Yeah, it's a good like anti-meta pick, and then sometimes you can just pop off with your standby, and then just like anti-damage 2 turns and just randomly win the game.
Wait,
It's like
but
one-
actually, I don't even see Fujimi in this like list of X1s or better. Are they just
It
like
did-
dying
it
in?
did-
through
It did top
check?
recently.
Wait,
I do
really?
remember seeing a list that topped, yeah.
I don't think it's like a.
At a WGP, I mean.
deck.
I feel like this deck's definitely better pick than AOT. Guaranteed for Japanese meta.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but like, I don't see this deck listed for WGP results though. That's the
Are
thing.
you looking at the total, or you might be looking at like a certain region because it did top.
No, I'm
Fujimi
looking at
used to top a
total.
lot.
Yeah,
It should have topped at the
definitely-
beginning. Like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you might be looking at like a certain region, like Nagoya top, or or whatnot.
No, it's the same chart as what I put up before.
Oh,
With, like
okay.
the total results for both Neo Standard and Trios.
maybe it's in like the other, or just at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Fujimi is definitely like really like definitely tier A. Probably like definitely better than AOT in current meta.
Yep. All right. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, that's fair.
Here's the
Oh boy.
The
reason why we called the guest
Uh-huh.
I'll leave it
Fate
to
Master.
I think Fate's a pretty good deck.
Would you
Probably
put it
a
at S?
Yeah, I'd put it as it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's it.
Yeah.
You should just describe how you top Toronto with it.
Top Toronto by playing a lot of gold bars, and worked out.
Oh,
I know it's a good deck. It has Azusa, it has consistent, very good hand fix, has very consistent soul push.
very consistent free fresh slopes that you
Yeah,
do like 4
that
times a game.
too.
Yeah, I guess just to for
Very
sake of the
happy with this
podcast, this is like the 8-bar build with rider top end and on reverse
sure.
search.
Yeah,
Shimakaze.
Build.
Shimakaze, yeah.
Yep. It just plays its what it does what it needs to do every game, pretty much. Very consistent. It could fall apart at 3 if the opponent has access to things like bounce or removal. But even then, it has its own tools to recover from those kind of things.
Yeah, I mean you can
Pretty
always
strong.
play around the opponent having a bounce. Like if you see it, you just don't play your combo.
Yeah, you can use your very efficient heal event or a very efficient 1-cost heal, 1-cost salvage level assist to wall off.
Actually, is it still worth doing that though?
Yeah.
It's like your combo prevents you from dying, right? So
If your opponent has unplay bounce, then they can just bounce the rider, and then you just don't have that value anymore, and they just neg 2 stock in hand.
you lost 4 stock and 2 hand.
Oh yeah, if you did double.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like playing the rider and then
I'm playing the rider and then
and paying the cost for the combo and then
well,
having it removed. And
Well,
then
you
having to
didn't
play
use the
card
second
again.
hand.
No, but
right?
like playing, well,
Yeah.
I guess so. But
I guess you did lose 4 stock and
it's
Force-
really, it can be quite
Yeah.
the struggle to recover if your rider gets removed because you have to play the rider again if it was bounced. Because the fact that you're able to pay the 2 stock comes a lot from the fact that rider doesn't leave the field.
Yeah.
That's what justifies the cost.
But I mean, can you actually afford to sandbag without the rider through extra turns at 3?
Potentially, it's
the deck has very good,
The deck
very good
compresses pretty
compression.
well.
the deck is very efficient, so it ends up building a lot of stock very naturally. It doesn't have to pay up climaxes because all your climaxes are bars. It
And
keeps
if you
your
don't-
stock very clean.
Your ditch outlets are free because your brainstorm just ditches your bar for you. You know.
Yeah. You have
Clock
access to
bombs.
to small memory compression, but it makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely a very
Okay, fair
efficient,
enough.
really good deck.
Very good deck.
I feel like there's not much to say about this deck, only because it's very efficient, and then that's basically I think that's what the whole deck is based around. It's being very efficient.
Yeah. How much red do you run for your free fresh, by the way, out of curiosity?
I run 6 personally. I think a lot of Japanese lists ran 4, just 4 refresher. But I run the Saber drop stage as well.
Yeah. Do you ever level red?
Yeah, you level red at 2 because that's when
okay.
you need to play the refresher.
Yeah.
It's usually green, red, blue.
Okay.
You can easily clock the refresher at 1 to get your red.
Okay, makes sense. Cool. Oh wait, like how big does the Sakura get for your Shimakaze?
Shimankaze. It generally doesn't go past 6-5. You generally just try and you hit 1 first, so you get reverses on their zeros. And if that's not the case, then you can try and reverse whatever 1 combos they have. But even if you don't get Shimakazes, you're usually fine. You have access to 8+ trigger, which can be turned into pseudo gates via your brainstorm swapper. You have access to Tafsil brainstorm as well, and Clock Encore if you need that.
Ditch check salvage is really good.
And GX salvage allows you just
Yeah.
can fix with your gold bars as well. Yeah.
Wait, what's the CX salvage? It's like
It's a
ditch
clock bomb.
pay 1?
It's a level 1 clock bomb.
It's just on a level 1 clock bomb on plays
okay.
CX salvage.
Yeah, it's just like Coco.
Clock bomb is also quite pretty good in this meta. It allows you to soul rush. But if you hit 1 first, you can just play bombs in empty lanes, and then they have to swing into clock bombs.
That's pretty
Let's
good
respect
actually. Yeah, I was
Allows you to
just
swing for
wondering
3s the
like,
next turn.
yeah, because like in standby meta, you're not getting reverses, right? Or like you're getting 1 probably.
Well, clock bombs are a lot worse against standbys, so
Yeah, that's for sure.
probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's difficult to deal with like standby cards at 1, but at 2 you have access to a 2/1 rider that basically hits 13k for free and refunds its stock, so you can deal with it if you need to, or you can just keep ignoring them and play your game as usual.
Yeah.
You're running 8 bars, so you can just eventually just like rush them.
All right.
If
Yeah. So like clock encore plus like bar spam, eventually you win the damage race.
Yeah, I think so. You at least keep up, and even if you fall behind, you have access to 7 healers and some of
I
them.
mean, like if things go wrong, you have Azusas, and if you do play Amagi, you have like Amagi, so your deck control is really good.
Yeah.
The deck just has everything it needs to be a good deck, and I think that's why it's been seeing so much, like really high turnover rate in Japan.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Very good turnout for. Yeah.
Like even though it has a weak level 1 game, even through this big old standby meta in Japan, it's been doing really well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just places the deck strength, or just showcases the deck strength.
Yeah, and like every time oh my god, so I was watching some WGP games and like seeing that free fresh loop is kind of disgusting, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, free fresh is really good.
Yeah, especially when you can like Azusa into Azusa.
Yeah, Azusa free fresh is really strong.
Yeah.
You know, a level 3 you can like free fresh, so it's like a pay 1 heal 1 that
Draw
like leaves the
card.
body on board, and then draws your rider bar, so you can rider combo.
It just draws you the combo.
Oh yeah, I did that to Roy today. It was
It happened to me today.
pretty wonderful.
Nice. All right. Actually, as a complete tangent, do you think English's lack of the heal event means that I can't sandbag as well against
No, I don't think so.
balance events?
I think
No.
I mean,
I-
that was crazy.
I think the
Um,
heal event is just like added bonus, right?
It's like
Yeah,
icing- it's
card
icing
definitely
on the
feels like
cake.
insurance.
Yeah,
Um,
that's solid. I think.
No, I mean exactly. It's insurance for like when you can't ride your combo because that's how you're gonna survive multiple turns at 3. So
You have heal to
Yeah.
stocks.
I mean, you
So-
do still have access to the 1-cost heal in the Ilia. Obviously, in English, you have to. If Konosuba and Albuda are prevailing in your meta, you might run into a problem there. You could, but in those cases, you can just keep playing to your deck strengths, try to compress, use your 1-cost healers, maybe go for a rider combo if you think if they stopped away their Tomoe or something like that.
all right.
I'm not too sure how well this deck will do in English because
yeah.
obviously there's a lot more concentration of better decks like Konosuba, and I think Albuda is very popular. I think those two matchups are quite atrocious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and I'm pretty sure unless the Bandori and Sunshine players are like living under a rock, they're gonna start putting in bouncers in their deck too to out
Yeah,
exactly
Sunshine also
those
has
other
Yoshiko.
decks.
So
Yeah.
Fate has one too. To be fair.
Fate also has one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should be playing it if there's a lot of Fate and Albuda.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm actually expecting a ton of Albuda, so especially in trios. Well, anyway, that's completely aside. I want to talk about that later for BCS. So let's keep going with Anil's favorite deck.
Darth.
Darling the Franks C tier. I'm not gonna say anything. It's just C tier.
I don't have a lot to say about this deck.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
even
that-
C tier?
Yeah, it's definitely C tier.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think I'll ever put it at D tier. Like deck is very efficient. It has what it needs to do. Like level 1 Shimakaze combo with the wind is not bad.
Yeah.
Level 1 Minami combo.
Yeah,
Right.
Minami
It's
on a
a
shot.
by the way.
I mean,
on
the
a shot.
ceiling is really good, but the floor is terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you sack all your trances.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pop,
you
pop.
can sack trance, and then trances are real. If your trances can get big enough with the back row, the Janista, is that the name?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can get big enough with that, then it can wall off standby, and that's like how Hina Logic kind of beats like standby decks. Just wall them off.
If you
So
hit
if you can-
clean markers too.
Yeah, if you can do that, it's got a really good reach, but definitely not that consistent in doing that. It doesn't have Merlin.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, GGO, the deck I
C-
wanted to be good.
C tier.
Yeah.
That bad?
I think it's C
is
tier.
GGO that bad?
I
I think
mean,
GGO's
double
Yeah,
early,
wait,
triple early
C-
plays really well.
Well, triple early play it is like pretty good. I agree. But
Yeah.
how big do they get?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're
13?
10-5s.
They're not that big. Yeah, they're not big.
So the problem is like, so let's say to play the 2-1 back row, you only double early play, and now they're like 12Ks and 11-5. So,
Oh,
wait.
it's
You're
God.
really only hit 2 first, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the problem
like-
is like in the standby meta, you're just not actually big enough against 2-2s.
yeah. You get walled by like 2/2s with the counter if they're holding counters.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think they will really plays that good. And then the level 1 combo being if you're saying it's the gate level 1 bomb combo, then that's also not that good against like the standby meta either.
Really? I mean, you blow up on ones, right? Which is annoying for
can
standby.
be. Hitting one first with that combo is quite good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna hit one first. It's like same as
Oh, yeah.
Sunshine.
Yeah, and it has access to a Riki, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
Like if the double early plays were just like 1K or like even 500 bigger, I think it being able to like force backups out 2-2s would be good. But like,
I feel like
that's
the
I don't know.
like
Like the deck's on the edge of like being actually playable.
I don't know, like the double early play, basically like one heals, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the one that the Len heals and then she's like ditch to burn one.
Yes.
I feel like ditch to burn one isn't like as efficient as like what Yo is. Like Yo's actually just
oh, that
like, yeah,
they're
it's
not
actually
even
just
comparable.
Yeah,
they're
it's not
even
comparable.
So why should you not play Sunshine? And then this deck is just worse Sunshine if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
Sunshine's got a lot of better like level 0 tools, and Rico handfix is like actually insane.
that's true.
Whereas-
I will say GGO has that deck Twin Drive Ricky, which is like one of the best zeros in the game.
I feel like Twin
it's
Drive
pretty
is
good.
relevant.
I'd say it's less relevant in this deck though, because
Yeah.
I feel like the Twin Drive would excel more if this deck was playing standby.
Yeah, that's what
Might.
I think.
That's true.
I think GGO standby could work.
Possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what standby targets there are in the deck, but
It does have 2-2s and 1-1s. Just that like everyone's been on the 8-gate version for so long. Even I haven't tested the standby version, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, C's fine. I thought I was gonna put in B, but this is
I
fine.
would.
I'd be happy putting
C
it like
plus.
top of C.
A C
Yeah.
plus maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't be
Goblin Slayer.
against putting it in B, but I don't know GGO that well. But it seems decent on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
Yes.
I wouldn't mind bringing GGO to like a trios thing, but like
Mm.
if for whatever reason I can play Sunshine Sour.
personally, when I owned the deck,
Whatever.
I hated the level 3 like gate combo. So
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's the thing.
It's
Like the
bad.
gate combo was so bad because like you mill 3, and by then you're
Yeah.
you know like the deck.
Like, you're-
It's the same
yeah.
problem with like Konosuba, right? You don't want to
like,
mill.
Konosuba really play, yeah.
Yeah, because like
It's really
your deck
different,
is
though.
usually good, right?
Yeah, that Mega Min's like coming out at 2 is like it feels pretty decent, but having to do that effect and like rely on it at 3
yeah.
is like pretty struggle bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're
I
basically
hated
just
that
saying like
combo.
your third deck is trash, and that's embarrassing. It means you fucked up.
I mean, even if even if your third deck is trash and you wanna like mill out with Len, then like it's not that efficient for you to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And then now you have to take the refresh damage through next turn, and like, anyway, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Is it minus 6k overall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hit
Minus 2k, minus 4k, and then ping 1.
I guess that's
Yeah.
an interesting thing in English because people play Fate. You could technically
Yeah,
kill.
it does kill riders. I've had that happen
Yeah.
to me. It's
Oh
sad.
wow.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, everyone's favorite boogeyman, Goblin Slayer.
It's not a boogeyman.
I don't know. A
It
lot
will
of
be in
people complain
English.
about this shit.
What?
People,
feel like
I
it's-
don't think it's complaining with. I think people just don't like playing against the level 0 run in front. I feel like that's the only card that's like.
Yeah, levels of run in front is pretty obnoxious. Level 1 combo is also very pushed, very good.
A lot of English players are scared of Priestess right now, but they'll
I think
probably
Priestess
see it once
sucks.
they play. No, they don't know that until they play the card, dude.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever played Priestess and then been
And then
against?
whiff?
No, like have you ever played Priestess and then just got it outed like next turn? Because people are playing like 13Ks and people just play like Konosuba early play and then they just like mill 3, okay, minus 4K. How big is it? Oh, 7-5 or something, and then it just dies.
Oh
But,
god.
yeah, and relevant to this tier list, like, would you put this less than A though?
No,
it'd be
it's definitely
A.
A.
Because it's
Definitely
probably
really
Gate
good.
standby, right?
Definitely A plus.
Gate standby for sure.
Yeah, Gate standby
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh
Definitely
yeah,
A
Gate
plus.
Standby I put an A.
Yeah.
Or like
A
high
plus.
up in A as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
It's actually
It's your favorite
it's
Probably
actually
higher
better
than
than Bang Dream.
Bang Dream, yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
higher than Bang Dream. Yeah,
Okay, higher than Bang Dream.
definitely higher than Bang Dream.
Damn.
Guaranteed.
Has access to a bunch of really cool events.
Well, that does follow with the results in Japan too, so I'll
Yeah.
go with this.
If it pops off, you actually can't kill them at all. Their deck control is really insane, and then if you get like damage scry at 2-0, and you like double cancel from there, you just like you basically have the most insane deck control and compression.
Yeah, but the
Throughout your
floor
whole game.
sucks, right?
No,
You
floor
have-
is actually really high.
Wait,
Oh,
you
no, I
have
wouldn't say the
first-hand
floor sucks.
experience
The floor's
with
really-
this.
High?
No, the floor is definitely high.
Really?
The floor and ceiling are both high. Like your level 1 combo basically grabs you like your deck control device. Like
Yeah.
you can just
Which could backfire
get whatever you want.
horribly.
Yeah, you have
And the
card that's out.
selection. Well, the selection. Well, first of all, okay, the selection off the event isn't that great. You have the same problem as like Minami or what's her face? You know, to look at 4 cards. And,
I mean,
Well,
Logger
it's
row.
not Shia's. It's Shia's camera, but but I think
Camera's a good, a pretty
yeah,
good
it's,
effect.
it's a really good effect, especially when you
And-
can search it or salvage it. It's not like
There's
it's-
also-
yeah, but like you're not selective in terms of like
No,
making sure.
that's
Doesn't
not
your
true.
back row also turn into a counter? Because it basically gives power.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are mistaking that Goblin Slayer standby plays like 2/2s. It doesn't. Your whole point
Yeah,
is
you
to
get the
get
2-1 out.
the cowgirl back row, and then every one of your like torches become 2K counters. If you have 2, it's a 4K counter.
Wait, no, doesn't the 2-1 effect only happen once per turn?
Yeah, but if you have 2 on board, it's a 4K counter.
So it's,
okay,
it's still
okay, yeah.
splittable also.
It
Like,
can
It's also
split
a
it
1K
too.
global, right?
Yeah, it's 1K global, so
So your,
Yeah.
your Goblin
Slayer
Slayer
is
is 7K
7K.
base.
Yeah,
Pretty
no,
crazy.
I believe that's very strong, but it also entails like you hitting or triggering standby. So
That's
Like,
true.
I mean,
but
even
like
if you
my
don't
point
hit
is that the
standby.
floor isn't that good. Because like even if you get these torches, like maybe you mill too many CXs, maybe you don't get the cards you actually need
well,
for like
Well, you have
there's a
your follow-up
cowgirl that can
turns.
turn your torch into any card.
Yeah, that's
True.
torch salvage, this CX salvage. So
Yeah, oh the PR, right?
Yeah, no, it's
no,
not
it's
PR.
the it's the
It's a
uncommon.
different one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's-
Whoops.
It has
I
two
mixed
effects. It
up.
has Ditch CX Salvage, and then it has Ditch Torch Salvage.
Yeah,
Oh,
So-
okay.
You can make your torches selective if you really want.
I mean, you have like
That's
you have a
pretty
Goblin
good.
Slayer. You have another event that salvages your torch or 3/3 bounce event, and they can like get that off your level 3 combo and stuff. So it's like a really good toolbox deck, and it's like really high floor. If you yeah
That deck can like search any of its events too. It's like
yeah
the 3/2 that searches events. It has a bond to its heal 5 event.
yeah, it's got a heal 5 event.
Yeah, it has that heal 5 event.
Yeah, it has a heal 5 event. That's like insane.
Oh,
So-
do you run enough priestess and
I
Yeah.
definitely do.
thing?
Well,
Should
you
be.
Well, you're
like
playing
yeah,
four of the.
you see that for
sword-
Ricky, so like Sword Maiden's not a problem, but like
No,
how
you
about
don't
the
play
priestess?
you don't even need Reiki. Like
You don't,
really?
I play Zero Reiki.
like yeah, but there's a 3/2 sword maiden that's good, as well as good
The
zeros.
back row? Sure.
There's like
I
pay
mean,
1 encore sword
yeah,
maidens.
The Sword Maiden lets you like beat lanes. It's like that card scales really well into late game because it's like 1500 power on pump, and then it's good
Well, Reiki's
plussing
playable
0.
too, of course.
Yeah, Ricky's playable, but I don't personally like it. Like people play it as one of. It's like fine. It only grabs Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, well, I mean that's all you need, right? The main point is like having enough Sword Maiden and priestesses that you can always get
Yeah.
the heal
Yeah.
lift off.
It's definitely enough. Priestess has
Yeah.
a 3/2 TD heal and like brainstorm, counter, etc. There's enough cards.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
fair
like very efficient. Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's up in A. We can move on.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing that point. I just
Yeah.
don't think its floor was like that high, but maybe that's just me.
I don't know.
It's
All right. Anyway,
Susa?
Kevin, your
Sorry, what are you saying,
favorite
Brandon?
deck? No, it's Kevin's new favorite deck.
Oh,
I'll let you guys do this one because I have no experience with.
Coach
Yusa.
Yusa? That's
Coach
probably a
Yusa.
B.
I think it's a B.
I think it's.
I think
I
that's
guess it's B. I guess it's a B. Are we talking DMS
Wait.
or Rabbit House or what? DMS, right? Because that's the only like,
DMS is the
yeah,
Well,
only
no,
relevant
yeah.
build nowadays. Yeah,
DMS
That's
is
very- good. That's very consistent.
yeah. Has like brainstorm 5 that everyone loves. Has a the Rize
Yeah.
It has pseudo memory.
You spam
control.
CXs.
spam CXs. Always
The early
nice.
plays are really good. You know, it's like a 13k early play if you're
Yeah.
playing the healer, and then you have the swapper. You know,
Very nice level 3 combo with like free heals.
yeah.
And
Decent
you
finish,
can-
I'd say.
Anti-change counter at 1 if you run that.
I
Yeah.
think the level 1 counter is like what's
Oh yeah,
it's just like
anti-change
a
one,
lot more
very strong.
relevant.
It
Yeah,
makes it a good card to run.
it makes it have a game
especially
against.
8 standby decks.
Yeah,
That
especially like
Yeah.
a standby decks with no anchors, like or like just standby decks like Albuto. Like if they get their 2/2 removed, they can't really anchor it.
also beats any SMP style deck at level 1.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Like instantly shuts that down. They have no hand.
yeah,
Yeah, the cost on it is just really good, really powerful.
very powerful.
Like I'd put it in A depending on like your matchups, but on average I'd put it in B.
B, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So like
I'd
in
push
this
for it in
step-
A. I think it's a good, like a really strong deck. Like,
Yeah. So assuming
We
like
can
the
put it in high B,
standby meta
like-
continues.
Okay.
Yep. High B.
Like
Okay.
in blind I'd put it high B. If you know what you're playing against, it could easily go into A.
How's its Saikano or Fate matchups? I guess those are like relevant in terms of like progress through WGP Japan.
okay. Saikano and Fate.
Like it's matchup versus them.
Yeah. Because you're probably seeing those in like top tables, right?
You probably
Especially-
they probably do the exact same thing against each other because the Kokma by
Yeah.
herself is like 6k, but just
Yeah.
having your board. So
Yeah.
any or makes her 6-5, which means she ties with the Fate Shimakaze, and like most other 6-5 she'll tie with.
Yeah, she's big, and the combo itself is a reveal top ad, so it's not like on reverse or anything. So it can ignore their field in like a power game, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really care. It's just a deck that wants to play CXs, brainstorm, get its cards for endgame.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it's a decent matchup.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
B tier. High B tier, I think.
But like it doesn't have any answers for like Fate's game plan, right? And
I don't
it
think
doesn't
there
really
are
have any
clear
tools
answers to
punish
Fate's gameplay.
Saikano.
No, it doesn't have like a bounce as far as I remember, at least, or a removal.
Don't
I feel like
so-
Fate and Saikano aren't really decks that you can really like metagame against, unlike like standby, like certain.
Yeah,
eight
that's what
decks.
makes them good. Like,
Yeah,
that's
No,
what,
like,
like
yeah.
they're
Fate,
very
you
unattractive.
definitely run bouncers, right?
I mean, like if the Fate player is really good, they'll just play around them having bouncers, which is like not that big of a problem. Then like your opponent has like a dead card in hand if they do decide to keep it, and if they throw it away, then you can like use that to like do your red and such. So definitely not like
Wait, no,
those
but how do
S tier
you-
decks are good because they're unattractive.
like
They're,
I don't know, your point about like Fate playing around that just means like you're still sandbagging at 3 with like cheap healers, but like a lot of decks can do that, and yet they're not, it's not like a good play, right? Because you're not winning the game.
I think no, that's a really good play actually. I think the whole metagame right now is like based on how many turns you can live at 3. You just want to sandbag at 3, and that's like what you want to do in the current meta. That's what
those
Goblin
decks
Slayer does.
also don't have access to stock swap and free freshes, which act as another healer,
Yeah, like
and just peel and mill out.
if you
It has
think
a lot
about
of
it,
things that makes it as.
if you
It's
think
not
about
just
it,
the rider combo.
yeah. If you think about
Yeah.
it, like the S tier decks currently, like Saikano, Fate, Goblin Slayer, if you count that as S tier, and like CCS, most of those decks don't really have like insane finishing power. It's just sit at 3 for very like many turns, and you just wall them off. Now that's the current JP meta. You just wall them off. Actually,
Okay.
Fujimi's
That's fair enough.
Fujimi doesn't have a finisher actually. They only have like a like single turn restand that they tack in. And then their whole game plan revolves around like living with your like next soul counters and on your
Big
board.
boards.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that currently big finishing power is what makes the deck good. It's like how long you can stay at 3.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I still see Fujimi in like the top 15 rep for WGP here, so like let's stop considering that one. But yeah, I do agree with other points that you're right. A lot of these decks don't have strong fishing power. Actually, I don't know. You did say like Fujimi used to top a lot, so how come I'm not seeing it here? Let me link you the tweet, so maybe you can take a closer look, bro.
I mean,
Yeah,
Fujimi released pretty early in the year. It saw a lot of like rep back when it came out. Yeah, I probably not so much anymore. I think the deck was very much a fad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at this try. I just don't see it unless I'm missing the
Mhm.
name, because maybe I forgot how to read Japanese. All right. Anyway, so yeah, like A tier makes sense. Where do you want me to put it in A tier?
We can look up there. It's probably fine.
Other AOT feels bad. Oh, Hinology, the deck I almost maxed.
Up to you.
I didn't
I don't
know you
even
had
know
this
much
deck.
about this deck.
Uh,
Oh Jesus.
this deck got ban listed a few months ago.
Yeah.
It,
Oh my
I
God.
haven't seen it since, so I don't have much too much to say about this. Yuko can still be a good card, but it's going to cost you all your hand. Hope it lives.
Exactly.
I was gonna build this deck recently actually, and then I instead built Memory Snow. But the new build is actually really funny. It actually banks on the fact that you can just
Tap
sit at
everything.
level 1. No, sit at level 0, sit at level 1 for like many turns. Just live like bank on that. And then if you can like you have the brainstorm PR that's just tap to brainstorm. So you can just like brainstorm with your resonance targets and then get hand. So
How
it's
exactly are
like
you staying at 0 and 1?
you can't. So if you
Just
just
sack.
you just gotta suck.
Oh,
You actually gotta
okay.
sack like it cancels. That's that concept.
Okay.
Wait,
That was
Roy. When you run out of hand naturally though, like when you want to hit 2 really fast, so you can just like sit on your Yukos forever.
You
'Cause, like-
don't you can't make the ideal board that you could have made with Merlin, but so it's like the on paper this has really high ceiling because if you do
Yeah.
hit like 3 off your brainstorm 8, then you get the whole Yuko board plus
Yes.
plus the lion. Is that her name? Lion on the back, and then
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're like trying to get the second deck, and then
yeah, it's basically it's
brainstorm
basically
one.
like pseudo Merlin, but it costs 2 stock.
yeah.
If you do hit the reach. But on paper, this has really high ceiling, but in reality, this deck kind of does not do that. Like Pangam Master
Yeah.
tweeted this deck. People were hyping up the PR brainstorm. That it like topped once.
Yeah, exactly. The price on
free
that, like,
money.
went up by 5 times or something.
Yeah, that card went to like 3k yen or whatever.
Oh
So
my god, yeah.
that's really good. If it does hit it does hit the 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 ceiling that it wants to hit, then it will definitely be like a strong like it's the probably the strongest deck in the format.
Huh?
I think if you do hit the triple Yuko plus Lion back row, like I don't think there are that many
Oh,
decks that can
And
beat it.
that is some real sacking. But yeah.
Really? Yeah, if you do,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is if you get the same board as when you would have with Merlin, this deck would probably be the like if best, if not like top 3.
Oh, like in a standby meta? Because your Yukos are like, what, 12, 13k
They
or
come
something?
they come in at like 11, 5, 12. Yeah.
Yuko is actually really good against them.
Yeah.
That was the idea of the double brainstorm 4 deck. Like you beat all the standby decks because you like wall them off. That was the idea behind building the deck, but it's not that consistent.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. But
Definitely not.
So are you putting the stacks?
I don't know, I want to put in like
B
C.
plus.
Okay.
B+.
Really?
I would put it in B, but I think it's a low B. I think losing Merlin is like
Yeah.
it's just
Its
ridiculous.
floor just seems so bad.
Like,
Yeah, the floor
the
is
problem is
so
the floor
bad.
here. Like, I wouldn't feel safe bringing to this tournament where my game plan is, I'm gonna brainstorm 2 times, and if I only
Yeah.
hit 2 CXs, I lose the game.
I don't know. Again, I haven't played this against this deck since it got ban listed, but when I think about it, I can't imagine it doing that well. I would put it in B though.
Yeah, I'll definitely put it in
Yeah.
B. I don't think this is
Really? No, but like, oh, okay, so like, other than the walling, you don't have that many healers, for your level 3 game either. So like, how are you sandbagging at 3 or whatever to continue like stabilizing?
This deck has the same thing with like rewrite, or like the same idea as like the bar Stockstill rewrite, where you only need like 4 to 5 healers, and then your compression will take care of the rest. It's like same. It's the same idea actually.
So you're just hoping you get extra turns at 2, so that like your
Yes.
Yukos
Yeah.
get enough counters.
Like you can compress is like a lot if it does happen.
You ideally just you bring out the Yukos and then immediately refresh, so you get the compression, like 6 compression of Yukos or whatever.
Yeah.
And then hope you get your turns out of it.
I guess, but I don't know.
Not convinced. Yeah, not too sure. It's a weird
Like-
case.
Yeah, this is a very rare case.
Like, yeah,
When
I don't know. Like, you also
That
get
ceiling.
yeah, like the ceiling's really good, but I still feel like the floor, like even if you double Yuko, like yeah, sure, let's say you double Yuko, you die to bounce Fumio, you die to like I don't know, bomb and like anti-change bombs, you die to a lot of
Huge
things.
bombs got it kind of phased out, but
Yeah, that's true.
it is true.
Like you
I
run
mean,
into like one guy who didn't update his deck, and then you're feeling pretty bad.
That'd be something.
Yeah.
That's fine.
okay.
Move on to
You
the
want to
next
just put it like C then? Or-
Yeah, just because like I guess like it
I feel like
topped
this deck
twice.
definitely is.
It's definitely gonna be higher than Darling because
It's
it just has a
definitely-
better game plan than that.
Fine, I'll
definitely a
put it in
B.
the bottom of B, but like
Okay.
I guess it does have like rep better than Madoka, and
To be fair, this is a deck that actually topped this year.
yeah,
Like
top twice.
this has the same number of topping as AOT. Actually,
Well, that's after August banlist, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Fair enough. It did top twice. That's true.
Oh, Miku.
Yeah.
Miku.
I'm assuming this is the wind, lost one sweeping combo into a bar or 8 bar.
I'm assuming 8 bar.
8 bar is
Okay,
the standard, right?
8 bar. The deck's consistent, I guess. If all of your bars are stock souls.
It has access to a card that allows you to draw 2 from your deck. So I think it's a pretty good deck.
Pot of greed.
Poggers.
Clock bondable pot of greed is pretty good in my book.
Bondable pot of
Yeah.
greed. Nothing else to say.
The deck has
It's
a
C-tier.
high ceiling of like hitting
Yeah.
a shit ton of stock.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton of stock, compresses well, and then it tries to blow you out with a bunch of burn 3s.
Wait, did Roy say C tier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
C-tier.
Roy did say C tier. I disagree with that.
What the hell? I don't
C-tier.
agree with that.
Definitely think
Really?
it's a C tier deck.
I put
It's
it
definitely
in,
higher than C. It has to be like
If you're
A.
rating if you're gonna rate Kino Logic as C, this deck is definitely. But
Really?
I guess
no.
this deck
This is like pretty different, I'd say.
This is
This
like
deck
more
has-
compared to like rewrite kind of style compression, where you just hit a bunch of stuff. If you hit your stock, you probably can't die unless
you
it's
don't
stock.
have enough sustain, and your basically your deck control only comes off like that 1-2-0. And
well, I mean, it has brainstorms. It has like.
I think having brainstorm is like every deck. So
I mean, mill
It's
8
like-
is a
basically-
lot of cards.
like no, mill 8 only works if you're at 2. So if you're at like 1, like if you're like stuck at 1-5 and you can't refresh, then you're actually
Yeah, okay. I do
yeah.
think the first deck is the problem with this deck. It could
Yeah.
you definitely blow up first deck, but it has 8-bar. It has like access to like a lot of like guaranteed advantage, and like if you get a couple cancels, I think this deck pops off really fucking hard, like really.
Yeah, I guess B tier.
Sure. I have like
Yeah.
no experience with the deck, so I'm just throwing it in here.
Next deck
Looking at
is
the next deck. Million live.
A whole million life.
this deck is what's the boogeyman?
I put it at least A.
A tier. I definitely
S
guaranteed A.
tier?
I think this
Yeah,
deck
no.
is an S tier,
Oh,
actually.
No.
you guys think it's
Personally.
S
I don't think it's S tier anymore.
I put
Wait,
in
what the
like
fuck
high
happened to you,
A,
Roy?
bottom of S.
I've played the deck. That's what happened. I own the deck. I own the deck, and that's what
I
happened.
think
think it's
Million
like-
Live.
A plus.
Personally, I think Million Live is a good example of what standby just so degenerate.
Yeah, I agree.
It's such a do nothing, think about nothing deck that can just pop off with like off some triggers. Just bring out 2/2s, just encore them, just play nothing, play whatever you have in your hand every turn, and then burn 6 at 3.
Yeah.
Like burn 2-3 times.
With
Yeah.
all your free stock that you gained from not playing anything.
Then you
Yeah.
hit Kota combo at the
And
same
then you have
time.
Kotaka combo for extra reach. Because
God,
why not?
Yeah.
You probably got that out for free too. Oh my gosh. This deck is crazy to me. That event just is so crazy to me with
Yeah.
8 standby.
Yeah, that,
I know a lot of people talk
understand.
about this. Oh, you know, sorry.
No, like I don't understand what they were thinking when they printed that event. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah. I don't know. Like people talk about a 10 event deck as well. Like Spark Drink.
That deck's good
I don't
too.
know.
That deck's really good.
Yeah.
10
That
events
deck also
like
quite good.
takes effort to pilot though. Like my God, I remember
Yeah,
I tried
probably.
practicing. I was just like, I have no idea what I'm actually doing because like
Yeah,
There's
it
so
definitely
many
seems like it
choices
has
to
a lot of
make.
things that you can go a lot of lines of play, try to
Yeah.
optimize.
Just,
But
The
the 8 standby is
yeah,
it's just like the complete opposite. It's just so brainless.
that deck is so
Yeah.
dumb.
That deck actually is like not that insane. I feel like your hand's never good because you never have like enough hand fix. Because the only hand fix you can do is like bitch hand encore.
What exactly do you need to hand fix for? The only cards you need in that deck is
It's
the
the
event.
event. Yeah.
And then afterwards, everything else in your hand is encore fodder.
Not
Yep.
well.
Pretty
First
much.
you gotta trigger standby, which is I guess it is a skill if you say it's a skill.
You have 8 of them. That's the only climax in your
That
deck.
pretty much reads if you can trigger a CX, you're good.
Yeah.
I think the vanilla standby game plan doesn't work anymore, especially with like memory snow being a deck, and then every other standby decks will like are more efficient. Like
Its
Sunshine.
level 0 game is still good. Like
Yeah,
level
it
0
does.
game.
Yeah,
Level
that's-
0 game is okay. I don't think it's that insane.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
like the
it's-
clean
yeah,
cut
well,
plus
JP
the
doesn't like
one
clean cut,
stock
so
plus.
I don't think you should play clean cut in standby.
you don't play in Sam. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, but you still have the one stock
Oh, yeah.
plus, and then the power pumps and all that shit.
Oh
Very
yeah,
easy to
well,
deal with.
like all of your plussing zeros require a stock to keep it alive. And then if you do get stuck at 0, your deck actually does nothing.
I mean, what else are you gonna do with your stock? You just save
Yeah.
it. like it's fine. You just get more attacks in.
Yeah.
That deck really doesn't care.
Yeah, and the fact that
Actually,
you were
my
able
main
to
problem
track it
with
like
it is,
this.
It has sort of bad matchups against really big standby decks. Because
It
you're,
has bad
you're
matchups.
encoring way too much.
I'd agree
Yeah.
with that. It's
You actually lose to a single card that Sunshine owns, which is a 1/0 Ruby
Yeah.
that top decks your
The
character.
top deck, yeah, I know
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah,
then
he's fucking destroyed me with that card.
Yeah, that top
Yeah,
deck is kind of nuts to me. I think that card is absurd. I didn't even know it existed.
That
I
card's so
agree.
good, and standby mirrors.
Against standby,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's good in any matchup. Like just getting free top decks. Like Fate used to play the 1/1 Ren. That you can just top deck things every turn. It's just free damage. Like
I should test more with that card, to be honest. Anyway,
Anyways,
so like,
A plus tier.
all right,
It's
well,
definitely at least A plus
yeah,
or
okay.
A plus. Yeah.
Like it's I don't yeah. I
yeah. If
think this
Kevin
deck
says
might
A
be
plus,
forced
I'll
to-
believe
yes.
him.
Some people think it's S. I mean,
I
some
think
people
it's
think it's the
S,
best deck,
personally.
but
Yeah.
like,
I think it was the best deck at one point.
I mean, I'm an
But-
advocate of 10 event because I don't like playing the 8 standby deck at all.
hmm
And
That's
the
'cause you
10
like
event deck
Vader.
has like insane, like
Yeah, it's got good reach.
your reach is so done. Sometimes you
yeah.
get like free wins.
Yeah. Sometimes your opponent just leaves one card and you're like, okay.
Or they trigger the last 2 CXs and they lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes your
just
opponent is
trigger.
like 1 in 15 and they probably is gonna die
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
2-2.
I've also seen my opponent triple cancel the event and lost the game. And I was like, wow,
Oh,
that's
God.
unlucky.
Yeah,
And they died to
yeah,
vanilla swings.
yeah, 3-3-3. Do shit about that.
Who took the
Alright,
honorable
original
death?
IMAS. Wait, we're at 1 hour for this cast. I think we have to split this up into 2 parts. So anyway, let's keep going. But it's
Okay.
gonna be like Japanese tier list, and then we'll do the other
Yeah.
in the second
Yeah,
part.
that's
Okay, we can try to run like faster
We
through
can
Try
this.
and go
speed run
through
through
this.
some of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Original
Oh,
IMAS. I think
like-
the only variable version
It's
is
like C. It's like,
Yeah,
like
it's-
C.
Really?
I
It's
think
C
the
or
only
B.
no,
Really,
it's
Kevin?
definitely
You get
C.
to see?
I think it's
Oh,
C.
okay,
put
maybe
it in
not
C.
C. Like,
C plus.
like B is like, I don't know. Which deck are you talking? Which deck do you think? 'Cause I've played standby,
Yeah, I think the best deck is standby, right?
but I also think 8
Standby?
Stoxel is like not bad.
Admittedly, it's been a while since I played against this deck, but
Like, would you run this deck over like GGO or Fapo?
My main problem with,
I'd say
like-
no.
No,
Is if you play, I
Really?
guess it might be B because you play AP combo just crash. Like you just don't care.
I
just
think
speed
Hibiki combo sucks.
Because you can't. I don't think you can
Period.
play I1. I don't think you can play I1 at this meta. Like it'll die.
definitely
Yeah, there's
not.
no way.
Definitely not. Yeah.
So either you're playing empty standby or you're playing like 8 stocks with Hibiki. Or like
I
stocks
don't
with
like Hibiki.
something.
Mill 2 is very awkward. It's like not a good number.
The deck has a lot of top checkers, which is nice. I mean, if
I-
you can sack standby at 2-0 and you get like double Miki and like you hit your burns, then like
that's
your
just
sunshine.
yeah, your sunshine.
Your sunshine hand on core.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably C tier. Like probably like
It could be B. Okay, like
like
Fine,
it's
I'll
probably
put it at top
not
of
better
C.
than go.
it's like
Mm.
B minus maybe.
Is
I need
Haruka
to
just
test.
not like consistent anymore, or what? Or do you not play Haruka?
I haven't played. Actually, I played standby gate with like just level 3 combo.
Mm.
That deck is like it's you can sack because that's the deck actually has 2/2 hand encores from like the
Yeah.
first set.
Okay.
So if you sack the stand like every other standby deck because you're not playing 8, it's like
Yeah, it's
way
high
harder.
roll. Yeah.
And the main problem with like going all in on your finisher is if you don't kill, you actually lose now because all these decks, all the top tier decks are playing like sustain builds, like mass healers.
That's true.
So if you if you're going with like the ditzy like full burn
Mhm.
like finisher, if you don't kill, it's just really bad.
Yeah, I know. The recover, and then
And you can't
have
do
nothing
anything.
left. No resources. Okay, I see it.
Jojo, I don't know what this.
No idea.
Yeah, no one around here really bought it, except for one person, and he plays an 8 standby build.
Like I would assume it's C or B to be honest.
I think it's.
I don't know too much about it.
I don't know too much about it, but I've played against it. The deck didn't feel that good. Like their standby targets definitely aren't Like-
Optimal.
optimal. Are they aren't computable with like any of the like 8 tier standby decks. That's probably about it.
Oh, by the way, Roy, I did find Fujimi. I just couldn't read the kanji for it.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
so. It
yeah,
is like in top 15 rep.
yeah. Also, what you posted is just a trios result, and then Fujimi's not that good in trios.
No, it should be Neo Standard and Trios combined.
No, it's Neo Standard trios. That means it's just trios.
Oh,
think.
fuck.
Haha.
Is it not? I'm not sure.
You sure? I'm pretty sure they split it up.
Anyways, I think Fujimi is probably up there, right?
That's fine.
Wait, actually, yeah, you might be right.
So,
Yeah.
does
Anyway.
anyone know anything about Kantai?
Kantai's
God.
good actually. I really like the Yuzuya combo if you're not playing in standby.
Okay.
So-
So in standby meta.
This
Well, I
like, their
mean-
early play is really efficient. Like Nelson's a good finisher. Like Iowa's decent. You know, it's got like Kantai is like one of the decks that has every tool. Like it's got a Katsuki, it's got drop search, it's got clean cut, but it just doesn't hit the high reach of the unattractive level 1 combo. This deck is like Summer Pockets, kind of. It's like brings out like a 7/5 wall, and then you just gotta sit on that. But that gameplay doesn't work against 2/2s. That's about it.
So where'd you put this deck?
B tier. I'll put this definitely higher than OGI Mass and Miku. Maybe
Yeah, that's.
Wait,
maybe this is
higher
better
than
than
Miku?
this is better than DC.
Uh,
I think I really can't take a lot higher.
some people rate it as like a really good. It could be A. Like I've seen some people rate it as A, but I haven't
I
seen
think
the
it's
deck.
B. Yeah.
KC?
Yeah.
I think it's a B tier deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kimono
Sam,
first.
Kimono is your favorite.
I mean,
I'm assuming that's the gate standby build, right? With the coin flips.
People seem to have jumped back on this deck. Do people think it's S tier?
No.
no.
I think everyone thinks it's an A tier. The deck does really well.
It
It's
had really
basically
good
what
rap.
every standby deck does.
Yeah,
Funny
plays
enough.
like you just
Fu-
heal and tap
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah.
This is also an example of another deck
Memory
that
compression.
Yeah, memory compression. It's like pretty easy to get 8 cards in memory with this with the new deck I'm seeing.
Alice Icono, very similar.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
like anti-burn one is actually really relevant. You know.
It's alright,
Yeah.
yeah. Pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I personally put this in like B or A, but
I think this is definitely A tier deck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
A tier.
something I wouldn't feel bad bringing to like a WGP Toronto, to be honest. Although like
feel
it
like
does
this-
have weaknesses where it doesn't attack the meta, so like I'm not too sure how you deal with like fields that you can't attack into.
Really? There's a otter that gives like 1k per. there's a card that gives 1k per number of your characters. I
Oh, you
think.
mean the green?
Yeah. Yeah, the green one. It's a 4/5 hand core, and then it gives 1k per. So that card actually beats every standby in the format.
It makes
It's
your
like an
cards
anti-mana
really
pick.
But like
This is a really good anti-mana pick.
but I don't think you're doing anything useful against decks like Fate or.
Oh, this deck is really
Alita.
bad against Fate, as far as I'm
Yeah.
This
concerned.
deck is bad against Fate.
Played against it quite a bit with Fate, and just there's no answer to Rider.
Yeah, so like you're just banking, canceling, and you get like one
Yeah.
attack a turn. Or
They try
something.
to get quick memory compression as far as they can before I rush them with gold bars. I guess. But
Yeah, it's kind of sad actually. My answer was like either to well, it was actually to use whatchamacallit, Shuko.
Shoot villain to trigger wind. That's how you said.
Yes.
oh, you
No.
play wind. Okay.
Or
That's what
like
Sam's
you can
build was.
actually if you don't play the wind and you play Tussle instead, you either slam the Tussle or you side for ones because you can control your triggers, and then you pay 3 for tap counter on the next attack.
I don't even know what wind or Two-Soul does.
I don't know what Two Soul does, but
Tussle
not a-
combo is the same one as the Volume 2 Sunshine one, where like if they level, you look
And they
at
level.
4 and then take
What's
a
the
card.
I
Puyo?
don't think that combo is good.
It's not good, but it's basically you're making use of Kome here, so you get to second deck faster, and then Japan doesn't play this build. I was just messing around.
Yeah.
They play the standby variant, which is probably better. I just like
I mean,
Kome.
It
I'll
comes
put
down
pretty
to
good.
like you just sit there, heal, and you have to cancel.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
basically what every other standby deck like Goblin Slayer does. Yeah,
It's
I
like-
feel like this is a good A tier.
It's a very good. It's another really good example of the Japan meta right now. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
set of 3.
I'll throw it
It's like-
in.
compress really hard.
It's definitely better than cost like Bang Doom deck.
Yeah, I put it up there, like yeah, in that kind of area.
Yeah, around there.
Right.
Probably not better than Goblin Slayer.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Konosuba.
This is gonna have mixed opinions, I think.
Maybe.
I think-
But
Konosuba is really good.
yeah,
put
I
it
think
in
Konosuba is
S.
really good, but it's
I
not
think
good in the meta.
Really?
I think Konosuba is a
Really?
disgusting deck, personally.
What deck like top tier deck beats it? I guess.
I think Unions get outed by 6/5 Nikos that just sit on the board.
Wait, they beat Nico. with
There's
the
7,
hammer.
right? 7
Yeah.
CX.
I mean, I feel like if you don't get that deck's also like early games really consistent while not being like two plus. Like that deck doesn't plus that much basically if you don't union combo because you never have stock to do like your resonances if you don't get the union combo.
I mean, there are stock charge cards in the set. You
Yeah.
could be playing.
Yeah,
Aqua-
Probably should be
Aqua.
And like spam. Otherwise, you have to play a stock sulfur.
Yeah,
Extra
You have Stock Soul
stock.
too, yeah.
Yeah,
If you're whip
it's
gate, you're playing
bad.
Stock Soul probably.
yeah. That's
Has access to
probably-
2 level 1 combos, both of which
I-
change stock.
yeah, which is
Really hard
I
to miss
think-
combo.
Yeah, that is a really strong.
If you think
Part of
Fate's
the
gonna
deck.
be popular, this set seems like a really good pick.
Oh
It
yeah,
is a really good pick. It's
I
definitely a
think
really
this,
good pick.
yeah, this is one of the worst matchups. Straight up.
Yeah, so like this is like something you don't want to.
I was talking about this too.
Alright, Trifield freaking
Yeah,
Megumin.
stock swap Fumio is
Stock swap Fumio is way too good.
stock swap,
Yeah.
not just stock swap Fumio, it's stock swap delayed.
Yeah,
then Fumio.
delayed stock swap like, puts the cards into the waiting room, don't get the stock back immediately, and then they Fumio you. So you have a 6-card deck, like giant deck, probably like 30 to 35 cards.
It just steals games in really annoying
It
ways.
just steals games.
Yeah.
You're favored to lose. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I think it's a really disgusting deck, but
Like,
it doesn't seem too much play in Japan, from what I understand.
But
Yeah.
it tops.
I don't know,
It
the
does-
thing that
no, it
surprised
doesn't
me
top that
more
much.
is like how
Does it have like a
isn't
really good
banning
conversion
this.
No,
for play to
Yeah.
top?
no,
Really? I would
No.
think it does, but
it doesn't. It doesn't see the X1 or higher chart that
Wait,
much.
is it not
It
on
does-
that chart?
It's on
It is-
it's had 42 X1s or better.
Yeah, which 42 isn't like that high number, is it?
I mean, it isn't
Um,
played a lot, so I would assume that's pretty
I think
high.
it does really well in trios, which means like that like the deck is really consistent. Is
Right,
probably what
it
it means.
shared 11 and 12th place with Sword Art Online
Yeah, which is
across
like
Neo Standard and Trios.
yeah, which is like okay, which is like definitely not bad deck.
Wait, was the chart thing like top 8 or like top 3?
Isn't it X1
No, it's
or
X0
higher?
and
X1.
X1.
Alright,
Is,
yeah,
is
X1 or
there like
higher.
a chart to show like what actually won, like top 3 or something?
There are charts that show you the top 4 decks usually,
Yeah.
but if you're looking
yeah.
at just the consistency of the deck, it's
No,
I
not.
think
just
this
I
is
remember
fine.
I remember
Yeah.
someone saying that like Konosuba top like it wins like was way higher than what his play rate was. Like it just has a
No.
really good win.
No, it actually didn't top that much, which actually surprises me. I think this deck is really good.
Yeah, knowingly so.
But I just think this deck kind of clutches on Union.
Yeah, but
Which
it
one?
can hit one first.
you mean the 0-0?
Hmm?
Do you mean
No,
the 0-0?
No, like the
Union
whole
combo.
deck's game plan kind of clutches on Union.
See, like, you mean the 1-0, right? I assume.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Like, but like,
Yeah.
I think even just getting the stock soul and doing like the Mega Man combo is the same thing. Like, you plus a card, you plus a stock. Like, either combo just allows you to keep playing your game. Allows it. So, like, the fact that you can draw either combo, either CX, makes it more consistent at one. I think that's really strong.
Yeah, I guess. I think definitely the selling point of this deck is like stock so Fumio.
Yeah, for sure.
I do not like Megami combo at all. I think Burn Force is not a finisher, and then
I mean, it is when you have stocks off Fumio.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
it is,
thing. Like,
that's
it
what
gives
I'm
you the
saying.
reach,
That's
and like
what
it
I'm
deals
saying.
with so many annoying cards. Like it kills
It outs Fate,
Albuta.
so
it outs
Yeah.
Albuta.
outs Buddha, Fate, both really good decks, very popular. So
Yeah. Wait, so how come you guys are saying like bounce are okay, but like this card outs Fate?
I definitely don't think bounce is okay for Fate. Personally,
All right,
Bounce-
let's destroy them.
Bounce gives you an attack, but it gives them back a healer. Is like the
yeah, this does hurt more than bounce, obviously, but I
Putting
think
it to
those are
clock
both
is-
pretty bad for Fate.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's
I
a
think that was my
clock.
original point. Is that like
Put it to clock doesn't even let you salvage brainstorm. Bounce is actually not that bad because you're basically playing like a 1-cost healer every turn. Are you allowed to play 1-cost healer every turn with the back row? So it's not as bad as like getting Megumin. I think getting Megumin
Yeah,
feels
well, yeah, obviously
yeah.
bounce is better than getting Mega Mint, but
yeah.
both kind of suck.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
both are bad, but it's not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you like have to feel the pain of having to pay 2 more stock after paying 4 to do your combo.
Yeah, no
Yikes.
thanks.
Anyways.
That sounds.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
put it-
sounds painful. All right, Kisniper.
I don't know
haven't
how
seen
this
that
is
in
what this
3
even is
years.
doing here. Like this is
Yeah.
like worse than Excel World as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, just put it
This
there.
deck-
We can,
This
we
deck,
can move
I
on.
think the ideal of this
Yeah.
deck played like 10 healers and just stock charged and hope it kept hand.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
god.
oh little busters.
Oh,
Oh no.
haven't seen this in a while either. I'm assuming this is the bar standby build, which is what people are.
I
Is that
don't
what
know.
they play?
Yeah, that's what
really?
popped, I think.
I think Japan probably plays Bar Standby. I don't know what Japan plays Little Busters, but the Western view on this deck is just play 2 soul.
Yeah.
A 2 soul bar. Or is it something like 3 2 soul, one like 5 bar?
I'm pretty
That's
sure it's
people-
4 2 soul.
Those are the people that can't afford the last 2 soul.
Yeah, there it is. This deck can explode on opponents who don't expect a 2 soul on first deck, I guess.
You can see that about every 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But this is obviously costless search, so
Yeah.
like no conditions, just search a little too hard.
Just higher. Yeah.
So it's pretty good, like really good. But has really poor hand fix, has really poor deck control.
Wait, doesn't for the hand fix doesn't it have the stupid event the gave what can't say that on the stream
which
The Yaoi event?
yes. There you
okay, you have a ditch bond to a yaoi event, which to an event that allows you to search your deck for 2 characters named Riki or Kyosuke. Riki and Kyosuke being just your Musashi and
then
your
your Riki.
level 0 Riki and a level.
Oh boy.
That, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that's
Never
very
mind.
good hand fix, especially
That's
since you
definitely
only do it at level 2.
Yeah. All right.
But early game, I think the deck is struggle bus, but you have to crutch on Rikis and doing your Rin combo, and with 2 soul, there's really literally nothing you can do.
yeah. Plus the Rin is
This-
tiny, so like.
Rin is tiny.
To be fair, I'll
very
put
little
this deck
fallback.
a
I
lot
do think
higher than where you put it.
see,
It's definitely like
Uh,
B minus if you really think about it. Like what is it? Penguin clock kick?
it's Penguin Clock Kick. It has
Yeah.
Musashi at 3. It has a Fumio actually and money
Yeah.
counters. So
Yeah,
yeah,
money
so its
counters
3
and-
game is
yeah.
quite decent, very passable.
Not true.
Level 2, it plays a 2 on AK that stock charges 2. So
Oh
it can-
right, yeah, that card.
So it can pop off if you get lucky with the blind stocks and get some deck control there. It fuels its end game as well. I think the deck nowadays plays like 4 money counter. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Japan meta.
Yeah.
it just I think the early game struggles a bit. You definitely crutch on the Riki and hope you draw 2 soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, little B tier. I'm okay with that. Yeah,
Why
I
is
did
Log
that.
Horizon?
Yeah, why is Slug Horizon even there?
I
can
don't know.
That's so.
Hey, you guys were the ones who linked this to me.
Dude, that's like the
Uh,
first one that showed up. I literally just put it into the search bar. Okay, Love Lives is at least A tier.
I think it's S tier.
S tier.
I think any deck with Star Fumio should be an S tier.
Alright, fair enough.
Hmm.
Okay,
This is
I
this is
mean,
actually better than Kazuma.
BB deck is pretty good.
Deck's definitely
I
better
mean-
than Kazuma.
And looking at the results, it's kind of ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
only
Stop
second to
Fumio.
Saikano, from what I
Yes.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like just to like show you guys let me bring it up on screen. Well, fuck, where's my copy this. Where's my paint window? Here we go. So Saikano was actually like 102 and then followed up by Love Live Sunshine at 87 and then Love Live was 83. So like yeah, it's crazy high up there.
The deck actually like feels a lot better since Megumin doesn't attack and requires like 2 stocks other than the stock soul. But this deck can actually just like swing 3 times with like the whole board, and then you have a can't back up 13/5 Ellie that like
Yeah, it
basically
kills anything standby.
like that Ellie's really good against standby too. Like standby any early plays, it's basically like TP Rin, and then you have unreverse ditch 1 burn 3. Ditch 1 burn 3 is insane.
Yeah.
So
Good synergy with its early play, yeah.
Yeah, really
it's
good
also-
synergy with the early
it's
play.
strong.
that early play also has next soul effect, which is like relevant at certain points in the game.
Level 1 game is
Sometimes.
pretty cool. Like the stock charge with the accelerate package that
6/5
also fuels
6/5
it quite well.
equals.
Yeah, big plus or big CXC stays on the board.
Yep.
Pretty nice. Very good deck.
Probably
Yeah.
like the second best deck, or it's probably like better than Konosuba for sure. Guaranteed.
Alright, I'll push it up. Is it?
You think it's better than Fate?
That's that. I'm not sure.
No.
I think
No.
I think it's not. It's close. It's like really close. I think they're like around the same level. I think having stocks of Fumio might make it over Fate,
I mean, this has raw finishing power as opposed to
Yeah.
Fate's
That's true.
opposite.
And this have like a bouncer.
can't
so
really
it
be
deals with,
outed.
Like, yeah.
Actually can't be outed. There's like no tech they can do against this deck that
Reinhardt
beats
has
this deck.
XD.
Right.
Is the answer always
huh.
Reinhardt?
Yeah, that's what I was right. Except no one plays it. It's so funny.
We're putting Loveline as the best deck.
That doesn't seem right. I'd rather have Fate there, just because like Fate. I don't know.
Do people view Fate as the best deck? Curious.
That's question.
Well, actually, I think
Or,
Saikano is probably the best
discuss
deck,
it
but
later.
like,
I don't even know what I think is the best deck anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I would have. At one point I thought it was Million Live, but
yeah, but we put Million Life in A tier for some reason.
Oh, do you think it's S tier?
I thought it was S tier personally.
I mean, Sam.
Wait, what? Me?
Yeah.
I put it like low S tier. The thing
Because
is like,
my
if it has
opinion
a
on the
bad
deck is just
game-
like losing the stock swap is so
yeah,
annoying.
exactly.
I'm just reminded the one time I played against a Jeeve, and he stock swapped me, and I hit him first with 2 after. I still double
Okay.
canceled.
Oh my
That's-
god.
Yeah, well, it'd be like that.
I lost the game, but I double canceled. That's all.
Yeah, I think my mouth was quite agape.
Oh.
Like finishing power wise, then like Million Lives definitely like S
Mhm.
Yeah,
with how its end game is.
Yeah.
that's
I feel like-
true.
Love Live has like the similar reach, but with like more consistency. And yeah, I think I'm not sure if what's better, but I think stocks off Fumio into burn 3/3 times after swinging 3/3/3 is better than it's blind 2/2.
I don't think you're doing triple Maki. Like it's probably
You know, that-
double with
Wait,
Ellie.
how are you
Even if you
getting
double.
this? Like, how are you getting stock swap Fumio triple Maki?
Yeah,
Like,
that's way too much.
That's
stock,
pretty
dude.
ridiculous.
Just hit brainstorm forehead.
Like,
Brother.
no,
But
even
anyways-
with like Nico stock charging you for like 2 turns in a row because like you're a degen.
I mean, yeah, if you have that set up, you've already won the game. Right?
yeah.
You never need to like embarrass the guy.
But like even watching like Ryan playing, I don't think he's ever like popped off that hard. And definitely like
Yeah.
when I'm playing, I'm a retard, so I can't do it. But
Even stocks off Fumio into double combo is like, all like it's really like fairly consistent that they do that.
Yeah, stocks
And-
off Fumio double comp. Well, that's like
Yeah.
That's 10 or
'Cause
8
you're-
stock.
6
Or no,
plus
10 stock.
The deck has a lot of stock,
the 10.
Yeah, you can build the stock.
and then
Is it 10 or 12?
your Ellie
It's-
like usually
it's-
lives a turn.
It's 3 for the Fumio, 3 for stock swap, 2 for each mock.
yeah,
And
the
then
thing
you
is,
don't
Ellie's
play-
not
but
big. The
Are you
second
playing
turn.
an Ellie in the other lane, like to get the guaranteed kill?
I feel like Ellie lives a turn.
Oh, you're playing
No,
Ellie. That
but
makes
she's
sense,
not
but-
big the second turn. She's
Yeah,
so like either you have to play a
well,
second
okay.
one or
If
you're
you're playing
usually
the
happy
Ellie,
to
then
It's
reverse.
12.
yeah.
Then yeah, it would be 12 for the ideal setup.
How many cards do you need in hand for this?
That's the ideal setup, and I feel like I've seen that happen
You just need
like
like
fairly.
5 cards, 6 cards.
Did you end up
I
putting
think the deck can build 12 stock, is just
over the
probably
Rin,
not.
right? You need to play over the Rin after, because you
Yeah.
Play with the Rin.
Yeah, play with the Rin. Sorry, Brandon, if I was talking over you, I can.
No, it's
simply
fine.
stand
No,
here.
I just started talking now. Don't worry.
Yeah, actually, yeah, there's quite a few cards in that.
I don't know. Every time I see like a video, they never get that combo for some reason. But in real life, I see it all the time.
Yeah, I've seen the locals get it off like fairly often.
Movie magic.
Maybe it's just James, but
Wait, so he actually builds that much stock? Like even in the standby meta? Because like I can understand the Ellie being like really annoying standby, but it's still only one lane when like generally a lot of standby decks have early plays to back up their 2/2s. So like you have to
not that many
contest
standby
lanes.
decks actually have early plays. Funny enough,
Hey, Million Life
That's true.
does, don't they? And
like
then,
Million Life,
Sunshine.
Million Live, all the early plays that those decks play are like really small. Like Goblin Star is a 9/5 base or 9/5 on defense. CCS is
So
like
that's
10
tiny.
9-5.
9/5 defense. Yeah,
Okay. Wait, so it's
Came out
only
of French.
Sunshine that has big early plays?
yeah. Sunshine is the only one that hits like 12/5, 13/5 numbers with
Okay.
the
rip.
early play heal and yeah. Well, speaking of Sunshine, next deck is Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
S tier definitely.
really.
Maybe better than Fate. It probably is better than Fate. I rate that deck really high.
I also rate it pretty high, but like I'm not too sure if I rate it over Love Live.
Personally, I don't think Sunshine's better than Fate, but I do really commend Sunshine's toolboxing utility. I think this 8 standby deck, you get so much. It allows you to just play so many things.
Yeah.
Free fresh looping is fantastic.
Yeah, Fresh Looping is so good, and
mean-
Rico is such a dumb card to enable so much, and bringing that out of one, oh man.
Single drop search, or like a single Mari drop search, lets you put the Yo in the bin and then play a Chica. Think about that for a second. that
Good
levels your
card.
toolbox is insane.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I'm also in the boat that you play double early play in Sunshine, but I actually don't see many Japanese lists do that.
Yeah, they don't play it. It's not worth your stock investment, and you rather just sit on the. Yeah, it's not worth a stock investment.
They just
'cause
stand by it out.
Yo gets outed
Yeah.
too easily.
I agree. I don't see the point in Chica, but
Really? I don't know. I think having a 3500 is really good.
13.5
I mean,
isn't
yeah.
that insane.
it's big, yeah, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's actually just a vanilla. That
It allows you to do bring out Yo a turn early as opposed to standbying it and not getting the Yo immediately. But
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe if you value that, I guess that's good.
I don't think it's worth the 2 stock and the
Yeah, I just think there's more you can be doing. And the deck can compress well too because it's still an 8 standby deck, so you're not paying anything.
Yeah. I think it's better than
that's
Fate.
true.
I think it's better than Fate.
I
My
I don't
experience, I
like
think
that.
Fate can answer this deck.
I think yeah,
But
not
even with
matchup
the
wise, but
bouncer and
I do think the bouncer is annoying, yes, but that's the only thing it has, as far as I'm concerned. I think you
Yeah.
can. I think unless you trigger 3 standbys immediately and have triple Chica wall 1/1s or something, I think its mid game is perfectly fine against this deck.
this deck is a
true.
deck that could win through triple rider.
It can, I suppose, but yeah, Yoshiko is annoying. I've if they triggered first trigger, I'm like, hell yeah.
yeah.
I think I would put it better than I would put it above Fate, but
That's fine.
it's
If you put it above Fate, that's fine. I can agree with that.
Mm,
I'm not great. Just my opinion.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just my opinion. Or Kevin's opinion, since he owns the
Yeah.
deck. Because I've never. Yeah.
What do you think, Kevin?
To be honest, I wouldn't have put it over Million Life to be honest when I first played it. But I played this deck because I didn't even want to bring Sunshine to Nats.
Mm.
It was that or Million Life, and I just thought Million Life was a better pick. So putting it over right now is weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I do see the consistency in the deck. As I said in the other chat at one point, it's one of the most consistent decks that doesn't even play 4-ups in your deck ever. You just sort of play.
Yeah.
You get the
I think
toolbox server card you want. You just play 2s and 3s.
I see a lot of Japanese Twitter lists that have with 8 standby. They tend to be very one of focused. There's just a ton of utility because 8 standby allows you to do all these things.
Yeah.
It allows you so many options.
That Rico, sometimes you just hit the 3, sack whatever you need.
Yep.
So I can definitely see the point of putting in this because it just has so good, and it's one of those few standby decks that has finishers, has actual finishers.
Yep, has real finishers.
Plays 6 healers. You have Yo as a finisher, and you have the other Yo CX combo.
Yeah.
Its early play heals very good too. It's a big healer.
Yeah, it's really good actually. And its back rows are really good too. Rico plus Ruby.
The Ruby,
Yeah,
Good
Ruby's
brainstorm as
actually
well.
really good.
and the 1-0 Ruby tech is just really good in Standby Mirror, which actually will be one of the reasons why Nelson has.
Yeah.
Because it beats those mirror matchups.
I mean, other than that, it even has a brainstorm that pumps 1k for each CXE head, right?
Does
So
Japan play that one or they play the other one?
I think
Sometimes
I've
they
seen
see both.
I've seen
I've
both,
seen both.
yeah.
It's not a big deal which one you play. One search, one salvage. So.
Yeah.
But it's just that 1k pump is really relevant against standby decks.
And
Yeah,
500
and then
center.
they're-
Can be.
Yeah, you just pump it 2k if you hit 2, and they just top that their standby target, and then now you're it's a really really big swing on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good deck.
Yeah, I don't know if I put it over Konosuba even. It
No,
has
I
a
think it's
2-1
definitely better
Fumio,
than
which I think is really good, but I don't know if it's better than Fumio stock swap decks because it doesn't steal games as well. That's the thing, right?
I feel you can't really expect standby decks to steal games. It's
Yeah.
it's a consistent, gradual advantage that you gain over like multiple turns. That's why the standby
Yeah.
decks are doing well. Live
Yeah.
long like a
I
lot
think
more
this,
turns.
yeah,
That's
I think
also
this
why I
deck's
like double
consistency
early
is
play.
remarkable. So
You eventually stop clocking, and then you can just start spamming your own free fresh if you start
Yeah.
canceling.
yeah,
they're pretty
it's like the Da
versatile,
Capo thing where you can just triple cancel on command. It feels like that at least.
Oh. Yeah, watching Kevin play it sometimes is super degenerate.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a sack.
Yeah.
You know how many times I just triple cancel, free fresh, triple cancel for like 3 turns, and I just sit
Yeah.
there. And my opponents are just like, "Is this how the
Obviously.
game's played?"
The Rico enables that, which is like so easy.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the big thing. It enables it to just be on command.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Ban Rico. Anyways.
Please
Oh,
no.
God, please no.
That deck's getting dropped.
Yeah, I think like Rico's the like half the reason Sunshine is still playable. Like, what a over spec card.
Anyways,
I think if there's a deck that could get hit in the next ban list, I think it's Sunshine.
Really not Love Live.
It's Love Live or Sunshine, I think.
Not
Both of them.
Saikano?
No, Saikano's too new, and then
Yeah,
there's nothing that you can really hit with that set.
yes, I agree.
To be fair.
I actually completely agree with that.
They don't ban new sets unless it's like really so one-sided.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even that. There's like not a card that you can hit. What are we gonna hit? JC?
You'll pick one of 3, right? Of like some
Like-
of the good cards.
Yeah, you can like get rid of their runner, but what?
It'll just lower the consistency.
I
Hard to hit
guess.
Saikano, I think, but
I feel like what JC runner and like some other card and like the
even
deck.
then, that's
The
Yeah,
deck's still good. It just makes it makes it worse, which is what they want.
Yeah, you're
We'll
right.
see.
I guess especially in terms of like actual X0 numbers, it looks like Fate, Sunshine, and
Saikano. Or no, not sorry.
not
X-Lit.
Saikano.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just like Fate and Sunshine. Big oof.
Yeah, I feel like Sunshine could get their thing hit. I think Mari Brainstorm's like Mari Drops are just insane. That card shouldn't really exist in that set.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't have problem running the 0 drop search either, to be honest.
The Scry is nice.
Yeah. Especially since I'm still on the double early play train, which is like another thing. Like, especially in standby decks, sometimes you want to be able to push that damage, especially against like compression decks like Saikano. I think pushing at 2 is still important.
I like it because some people don't expect you to play it, so they don't sculpt correctly. And if that YOLO's an extra turn, the value just goes up so much more.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people only play like anti-change counters as a 1-up, which is hilarious.
And I think it should be one of.
Yeah.
I
feel like anti-change is getting phased out.
I think
Yeah.
anti-change is actually not that good.
That's because anti-change, and if someone triggers standby, you just feel bad.
Yeah, it's actually the
Yeah.
worst feeling.
The worst feeling possible, especially if you're playing like Ditch 2. I hate Ditch 2 profiles. You play Ditch 2 and then you just stand by back out.
Yeah.
So next
Well, that's
three-
because
three
most
and one
anti-change
stock.
counters are to waiting room now, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they used to have like actual
Oh.
sent to different zones?
There are ones that send different zones, but they have different costs. Like,
Yeah.
like more, like slightly different costs.
Wait, where does ReZero send?
ReZero's is bottom deck,
Bottom
but
deck.
its
Yeah, I
its
feel
cost
like
is also
that's good.
kind of different, kind of awkward.
It's like pay 2,
It's also better, but
ditch 1, sack 1. Has like that's actually a really good cost.
yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
the best anti-change in this game.
Yeah.
But
Exactly. Like, yeah, I think like these anti-changes that's like sent to different zones are like where you're
yeah, they're pretty solid.
I feel like having sack counter is insane. I think sack counters are the anti-change counters that I would consider playing 2 of.
Yeah.
Sack has like so much utility outside of just
It does, but it costs more stock, right?
3 stock.
Stock is pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Oh well, the ReZero one's
ReZero
pay
can
one.
afford that.
That one's pay 2.
ReZero's
That one's pay 2.
yeah, it's pay 1 on top of it, and pay 1 ditch 1 sack 1. So
Wait, pay
Yeah.
2 is so much better than pay 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think this is like going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just
Okay,
move on.
Madoka.
solid C tier.
Is it that bad?
I don't know
know.
Nautica.
It's not good. It's like it plays like a 6/5 Shimakaze book combo into like a bar level 3. Like the bar's really good. It's burn 3 claw kick.
Yeah, I
Or-
mean,
Yes.
It's over. It's like it's
the
same
top
cost
end
as
seemed
Squirtle.
amazing.
It was the same cost as Yukina,
Yeah, or it's paid
Pay
3
3
ditch 2. Yeah,
if
Oh,
I
wait,
recall
that's
correctly.
expensive.
it's like
But
really
it's also like the
expensive.
same damage output as Yukina with a guaranteed 1 instead of burn 2 twice.
C tier, top of C tier,
Yes,
bottom
yes,
of B.
it's C plus. It's like
I
C
thought-
plus.
I have no idea if it's
don't
B.
trust you guys. I don't know Nautica too well.
Oh
I
god,
probably don't
Monogatari,
say
what
too
the
much.
hell? What are these
NG?
things?
D.
Monogatari.
I
Is
see.
it D? I don't think
That's
it's D.
definitely
But...
C. I was just moving, but
Okay.
it's like C.
Wait,
C.
Monogatari still has like still has JC.
That doesn't make.
Mayui's good. It
Mayui's
Mayui's a good
good.
card.
Combo really
has a lot
plays
of good cards.
Combo really plays good. I agree, but it doesn't justify for it to be anything better. I think I think this deck's just worse than Darling. Like if you put it
Huh.
like that.
I
I have
it's
no
hard for me to
idea.
rate. I don't even know what the best deck for this is anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably
It's
still
probably
like
somewhere in the C tier. That's all we know.
yeah.
Like,
middle of
I don't know,
C
would
tier.
you play this over Fapo or GGO?
I wouldn't play this over Fappo or GG.
I'd
or
much
Darling.
rather play Fapo.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, we'll just leave it towards the bottom of C.
Okay.
Milky.
This
Everyone's
is very
favorite deck to
biased.
chill.
set.
This is like a controversial site. Like depends. Some people put this as like
Yeah,
super
S
good.
tier
I think
or
there's
like
a
B
there's a
tier.
good group of people that think this is the greatest deck to ever grace mankind,
Yeah.
and then others
I
would
feel
just
like-
think it hurts their head.
Oh, Milky.
I think
Yeah.
if you've ever played the Milky Homes profile of milling for in your opponent's attack phase, this is actually just worse Goblin Slayer. This like hits the same power as Goblin Slayer with the Cowgirl back row, and then this actually is worse.
Is it actually same power?
Wait, no, I
Isn't it
thought
like 10? It's like 10-5,
yeah,
right?
it's 10.
10-5? Yeah, so Goblin Slayer in defense is 7-9k.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's
So-
not the same. But
Well, I think
Like,
at level
yeah.
1 it's the same. Like 9k and what?
I
9k
mean,
and 10k is like same at level 1.
10k, like 10-5 can trade with a 2-2.
2-2, yeah, that's the thing. In standby meta, you're actually able to like contest things a lot
And like
better.
if you have the 1-0-3-5, like you can actually kill a 2-2. Sometimes.
That's pretty good.
On defense with your one
Yeah,
combo.
on defense, with the hand on court. I don't know how you're killing it on offense, but whatever.
You're crashing an offense, so what? What are you doing? You can't really like. Basically, your thing only works on opponent's turn. So if your opponent does field like walls, then you can't really beat it on your turn as like effectively. And
True.
this deck, I think Pay 1 Milford is actually just garbage. I do
Really?
agree. The set got like I don't like it. I think Goblin Slayer is just better, right? At that point, like stock combo is like not that
Common
insane.
Slayer is like to wall like Milky does requires you to trigger a standby. Milky
Yeah,
can
if
just
you don't do
it.
that, yeah.
Well, Milky requires his Derek Connor.
Milky requires like a
That's the 6 of? Yeah, it does
Specific
require.
Yeah,
board.
yeah. Well, it also requires like a specific board, and then the combo doesn't plus hand, or it doesn't have like selection for hand. So
everything's pay 1 look up to 4.
yeah,
I do like
Almost.
Milky's like toolboxing finisher set because they just
Oh.
have
Yeah.
a bunch to pick from. That's
Yeah.
the
It's
nice
really
part.
good.
I really like that too.
Yeah.
The Geo early plays really good too, and you know,
Honestly, I'd put this around where Goblin Slayer would be.
So
no,
No?
I would definitely not put this around
I think it's
Goblin
A
Slayer.
tier.
I think
I think it's like bottom A
Maybe-
tier.
it might be better some of those decks in A tier. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like,
I mean, it loses to
if I
Fate
was
though. So
big brain and if I was actually 200 IQ, I think I'd be pretty comfortable playing this deck. But like, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with it.
The deck's
Yeah, I
also
think-
expensive.
It's probably worse. It's probably worse than AOT. I think
really,
guaranteed. Yeah, I think this is worse than AOT.
In the standby
I actually
meta,
don't agree. I think
Yeah, I think AOT is better in standby meta. In
Okay.
fact, if you're playing 8 standby, or if you're playing 8 wind. But that aside,
Okay.
Okay.
no game, no life.
Milky's
Is this
better
the
than
8
Fujimi.
standby version or? Sorry,
Anyways, I think Milky's better than Fujimi, but
I don't. I think
if you're just
Fujimi.
judging on a standby meta, then maybe not.
Yeah, like meta
Can move on.
dependent, I guess. Yeah,
Sure.
it depends.
Anyways, yeah.
Anyway.
Is this
Yeah.
8 standby version or the Shiro combo into Sora finisher?
What's the more relevant build?
8 standby, I guess.
Is that deck even like that good?
C tier.
I don't
No.
know.
It's
B
not
tier.
good.
Because it's a deck in English and no one plays it still.
I think
I've seen it being played in like.
I swear this deck got laughed away into obscurity, but I have no idea.
I want to throw in D tier, but I don't know about you guys.
No,
I don't
it's
think
definitely not D tier.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's better than Monogatari. 8 standby version is definitely better than Monogatari.
I wouldn't put it in the same tier as Kuznaiver,
All
so
right.
I would take it out of there.
I'll put it like above Monogatari, actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that 8 standby deck's
No.
like not that bad.
Wait, the 2-2s aren't even big on defense. Like,
It's not that
There's no
competitive.
way I'm putting it above Monaco.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I guess it belongs where it belongs.
Okay.
Bottom of
Alright.
C.
Nano, huh?
People rate this a lot higher. I like the level 1
This deck's
combo.
gotten quite good, I think.
Yeah.
It's either B or A. Like I don't know how good it
I
actually
don't think it's
is.
A. I don't
But
think it
it's
will
one of
ever
them,
hit.
dude. It could be
Oh.
like mid to high B.
I played against Ryan's Nanoha's decks like quite a few times, and I think it's like pretty A. Like I think it has everything it would want to be a good deck. It even has like early play bouncers. It has like access to a really good anti-damage. It has
Oh yeah.
a really uninteractable level 1 combo that's quite good on a gate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
That-
the
the
fake
early
early
play
plays
bounce is
like
so good.
I feel
Early
like I'll
bounce
put
is
this.
so good.
I feel like I'll put this like over DC built like right before counter.
Yeah,
like-
I'm comfortable putting it there. Like, and like I don't know which variant was Ryan playing?
Ryan plays
Gates.
he plays 8 gates. I've seen him play Hayate decks as well.
The Hayate deck is like actually
That's
kind
like
of
the
good.
anti-damage build, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's anti-damage.
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
8 gate's pretty good, I think. Very good level 1 combo. Level 3 combo is pretty strong if you can get the reverse. Just it doesn't have like the heal power that a lot of good decks nowadays do.
Yeah. Alright, Overlord.
It's a good deck. Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Overload
yeah.
was good before Standby took
place,
its
took off.
yeah before
Popped
Standby
off.
took off. But yeah, I think
It
this
actually
deck
has like
It's a B tier deck.
Yeah, I think at least.
yeah it's a
Bottom of B
it's a B
tier?
no it's like mid B tier.
actually has okay
It's
matches.
functional
against
logic,
people
yeah.
that go all in on board. If they play the Ainz level, that blows up
Yeah.
the board.
Oh
I
yeah.
Can we
I feel
put
like this
little
deck's
sorry? So can we put Little Busters a bit higher? I just realized it's at the bottom. I actually think it's like I think it's like
Okay.
a lot better than
I think
Lenny's.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, I think Overlord like it preyed on the fact that people didn't know what Standby did, so they just crashed board and your Kakutas just like stock charges every turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now
Like,
people know.
That's like one of the best cards in the set.
Yeah, the
The 2/2?
the 2/2,
Yeah.
yeah. Coquitas? Is that
Yeah.
his name? Yeah,
Cock boy.
Cockboy, Cockroach. Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's basically it. Like it just preyed on decks that couldn't out their board, so they
has
just
a-
crash.
Pretty bad brick if you.
Yeah, its
Yeah.
floor is really low.
Floor is very low.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I'd
probably
rather
worse
throw
than LB.
yeah.
It's worse than LB, for sure.
I don't like low floor decks, TBH. It's also why I put
Persona.
like
It's just
Oh,
like
God.
P5.
Probably would.
assuming
OTK
it's skull,
build,
yeah, it's gotta be one.
Skull.
Definitely has to be the OTK build.
Yeah.
I think that's like the only relevant
I
build.
think it's B.
What do you mean by what is an OTK deck for Persona?
The stack your
Yeah,
deck?
you go like you go Joker, like double skull, stack your deck so you get like triple burn 3 at the
Triple
end,
threes, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's B.
and
It's
like you
cheap
stack double shot, you bounce their board, so like you're guaranteed.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
It's
Skull.
cheese deck.
It's just that like its early game is pretty lackluster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lackluster is a kind of a kind word.
That deck loses to Soul Rushing them at 0 because
And
it's
then-
unlikely they have 5 cards to play.
And then
Yeah.
Joker 2-1 gets outed pretty easily.
Yeah.
Dies,
I'll
I
say I
think.
want to put in C tier, but
Yeah,
like
I'm saying
No.
B. I just think
Like
that
B.
the
Finishing power is just like
top end
there.
is just like pushes it to B. Basically.
I mean, even just the event, like a Katsuki event
Yeah.
is like pretty good.
That
So-
bounces.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's
it's
pretty
definitely
solid.
not. Yeah, it's definitely not that bad.
yeah.
It's like bottom of B.
And then it has like the skull to bounce things, so it can help Joker guarantee or reverse.
Hmm.
Not necessarily guarantee it, but
Hmm.
because there's ways to play around it.
I've definitely died to it at 2-0 before.
oof.
They just go
I've-
double Joker, 1 skull, flip 3/6. It's just 6 burn 3s, and I died. I was like, oh, whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah, I guess the ceiling is ridiculous. So even though like you can get anti-change counter, then lose the game from that, I guess. It's
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
ceiling.
That deck would like die to any level 1 anti-change.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like it has the same problem with SMP, where like,
Yeah.
certain
The
matchups you
SMP
just
managed to win both NA and Europe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feels white shorts. All right. Ilya. Oh god.
Prisma Ilya.
Uh,
I think
think
most people
Ilya's
laugh this
decent.
deck off, but I think this deck is pretty solid.
I think this
Um,
deck is solid. I agree.
All right, you guys tier it. I
Alright,
have
go
no
Suchi.
experience.
He owns the deck.
This
So.
this deck has like This deck has Azusa free fresh early play. Like I'm not sure if people like can take this in. Like it can do what Fate does, but have like a walling game instead of like just like
Step bar
playing
stuff?
3 cards, having to replace your board every turn. Its level 1 combo has a stock charge as well attached to it, so it lends itself well into like being able to spam free fresh early play brainstorm. So it can if you get like some cancels at 2. Oh well, sorry. Like if you get like your 1 combo off and get a level 1 refresh, you can get a lot of cancels at 2 and just keep spamming houses of free fresh. It's pretty
Alright.
strong. It's just it lacks finishing power, and if you there's what was the name? There's Y form as well, which first finishing power if you want more heals as well, but that's on reverse and kind of hard to get off. But
It's not big, right? Zyform's not that big.
Cypher's not big at all. You have access to a 1 key level assist, so it can be like 13-5 maybe.
Maybe.
That's pretty good. I think this deck's pretty good. I wouldn't be I don't think it's embarrassing playing this deck.
It's like bottom of B tier.
I'd say it's
I think it's actually hard on. I think it's definitely hard on Persona. Same with like Overlord. It's maybe like
I think it's
behind
liar than a
LB.
lot of these decks.
I feel like it's like behind LB. No, I think Miku's
I
definitely
think
better.
it's better than LB for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
It's not better than
sure.
Miku.
Okay, sure.
All right, purple
Puyo.
Puyo, guys.
Oh, purple Puyo.
Purple Puyo. Oh,
Yeah.
That's S tier.
that's definitely S tier.
Oh yeah.
But Puyo in itself, like, what is it? We're talking about stock still win. Or...
Wait, wasn't the
Okay.
red Puyo build like super good in the
Yeah.
early play format? But like that's kind of died off because it's all 2/2s now.
I mean, does it only kill level 3s or? Wait, what does
Yeah.
it kill?
Oh god, I don't remember.
I remember reading the card.
Wasn't it
I
like
was like-
mill 3 and if you mill a Puyo it kills something in front row?
Yeah, does it just kill anything?
Oh,
Level 3 or lower?
I
I
guess
recall
yeah,
correctly?
it kills 2/2s. This is S tier.
I don't
yeah,
remember,
level 3,
honestly.
it's level 3 or lower. Yeah.
It's not like I've ever no one has ever played a red Puyo deck against me.
Yeah.
Wait,
I've
the
zero
red Puyos
experience
are
with red
actually
Puyo.
expensive. I remember I
Of course
actually
they
was
are.
thinking about buying this deck, and like, wait a second.
Let me see if I can find this card.
Yeah, it kills level 3 or lower. I just looked it up.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Its
mill 3
brainstorm
is
was
red Puyo.
like, if you mill a red Puyo, you salvage one. Is that the brainstorm?
Oh, do they not play the normal brainstorm?
Oh, I don't know. I assume they just play the red Puyo brain.
I don't even know. Like, does this deck play like still the same top end, like wind? I would guess.
I don't know.
Red CX. Right?
Oh god, we know nothing about this deck.
I don't know. It's
Haven't
been
seen-
so long.
it's
since
been so
Puyo was
long.
even relevant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm literally only used to the Maguro. Like,
Yeah, I'm also
early
used to
top
the
end.
Magro. Yeah, but I don't know.
So like B tier.
Oh, probably not.
I mean, technically the red Puyo can pop off if it kills all their front row.
Mid C.
Would I bring Puyo to a tournament? Probably not.
Yeah, it's like mid C.
It's like, Magro just dies, so.
Sure.
That, I don't think it has too much to really help supplement.
Yeah, somewhere there.
level
Like
3, right?
I'm so sorry, Neil.
Yeah.
Red Puyo is
Rail
better.
gun.
Oh god.
the stack was good at some point. I think the stack was like popping off when like Kina Logic was a decent deck. and
Reverse
when,
combos were a thing.
like when ReZero was a decent deck, but this deck does nothing now. Like you can
Y'all are
pop a
crazy.
two.
Best
Like-
deck NA.
You can still kill
yeah.
Yeah, best deck in
Yeah, you can kill a 2/2 and they just hand encore it and it'll feel really
Oh.
bad.
They'll kill 3/2s, right? You can kill any early play and their back row.
Yeah,
You kill 3 level 3s in front row and level 2s in back.
yeah. Yeah, basically it doesn't like you can play against like Millions Life, then they'll have like double Mirai. If they have like double Mirai front row and then like Matsuri back row, then you just
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
that's like
oh, head encore, and you
you get
can't beat the
screwed by
board.
level 3 back row.
Yeah, you, just,
Yeah,
you get screwed by hand encores actually. It's like quite absurd
Yeah.
because you don't beat the board. To be fair,
10k on the CX.
well, if you're playing stop, it depends. Right, you're playing like
It's
drop
either
to
gate or
one,
2k1,
gate,
right?
yeah. But if you're playing the gate, which is I think is better, I think 11k doesn't really beat that much. Even like 12k.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Index is a playable deck?
No.
I've played it.
I've played against it recently, actually.
If my opponent has the same like slightly better compression, I lose the game because we have no finisher. I just heal, and they're also healing.
I played Sato against it. I think I won every game.
The main problem with Index is like your board's actually not big enough, so you can't even
Yeah.
use your counter sometimes,
Okay.
which is like really bad.
Especially bad when you have to crush for it.
Kinda
It's
sad.
like
Review Starlight.
I think Starlight should be S tier. People are sleeping on the set.
I think that's
S tier.
I think it would be S tier. I think this deck is
I
like
think it's
I think
minimum
it,
high
It's
A.
definitely
think-
at least A.
if you think like if you think burn 2-3 times into like Kotoa ends games, double Akira games from like 2-4. It's actually insane. Like if
Yeah,
against any compressed deck, this
wait, did Roy cut out?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
yeah, is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that card like games from nowhere, and then your whole early game is actually really really strong. It's like basically Nico combo, but
Nico combo.
oh, it's like it's
Wait.
basically like Nico Goblin serial level. This is like 6-5, right? And then you have Act 500s.
Wait,
How
really?
about the
Isn't it like 4-5 and you use an act at 6K?
It's 6K or 6K.
how
And then
about
you
the
have like
top check 3?
So you
Yeah,
need to
it's
play
like look at 3 or something.
Okay.
well, the whole point of the deck is like you're supposed to be holding counters.
Okay,
But if you
okay.
counter once on opponent's turn, then it's like 6-5
Yeah,
or 7. And then you keep the 500 par until like next turn. So it's
I think there's a
really
decent sized difference between just being 6K constant and having to like,
Invest
Okay.
a card.
Yeah.
but you are right. It is rather foreboding or rather threatening. And same idea as Goblin Slayer's Nico, yeah.
And then it's I think what else is insane about this deck is there's a early play on play check X that gives 2K in front.
Yeah, I thought that
Actually-
card was kind of wacky, but
Actually absurd.
I thought the Hikari.
no,
It's a girl that looks like Anastasia.
there's a blue assist that's early play condition is having the Akira in levels,
Oh, okay.
which is like really free.
And Akira is on reverse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's the condition.
But the deck-
is that
deck-
weakness?
I think
That
it is a big
weakness.
weakness.
It is a weakness, but
It
the deck-
loses. I think it has a really bad matchup against Fate and Saikono, which are we
Mhm.
consider the best decks. So
Yeah.
like
I don't know, like
Oh.
I want to put it around the same place as Million Live because I do think like its top end does have potential to pop off, but I still don't feel it's like level 1 or 2 game is that strong.
really, I think it's level 1. This level 1 game is actually insane. I don't know,
Really? Like against standby target, you're still bigger with standby.
you're playing wind, and then I
it's
guess
on
like
attack,
it's,
so
yeah, it's
just
an on attack plus.
grab a card.
It's an on attack plus, and then you're against standbys. You have a 2-1 that hits like 13K, with like no, hits like 13K. If you like act, and then that card blind stops 1. If you reverse, Tor higher.
Yeah, no, that
That
card's
card outs
fine.
like that card's like outs every single standby target plus like most level 3s. And then I agree, it is really bad against like Ken fronts and whatnot, but it has unplay bounce and unplay summon, unplay like spawn from waiting.
Mhm.
So it like makes its own on reverse targets.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot about.
And then
Yeah, that is pretty annoying.
How big is the card? Can't remember.
it
Akira?
hits
It's 11 if you have the Akira in level zone,
yeah
so it's
It's-
12 phase.
12 and then it's 14 with the 2K in front.
Okay.
If you play banana, then it's gonna be a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger.
So like, are you counting on getting like 2 reverses with this combo?
Even if you get single reverse,
DLD,
this,
but-
even if you get single reverse, this card's insane.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that-
like
that effect's
look
very
at
strong.
4 or 5 and then burn equal to number of CXs.
Burn 4. So it's mill 4 twice, and then you do the meteor burn. The meteor burn twice.
Oh
Like,
wait,
eight
oh
is-
so you count wait, no, it's like look for burn equal to the amount and then look at 4 again burn,
Yeah.
or is it like you look
Yeah.
at okay.
Yeah.
It's 2 different burns.
The,
Yeah.
the real high upside is that this card does it twice, so you can force
Yes,
refresh them
exactly.
against like a decent compressed deck. So you force refresh them, so it's 1 uncancelable damage plus whatever meteor burn you get off.
Yeah, I like how many cards it processes. I think that part's like
Yeah,
really strong.
Mhm.
But like is it like better than Million Live? Is it?
I think it's better than Million Life, guaranteed. Like I think so, at least. I don't know what other people think, but I think it is.
Like,
I haven't played against this deck.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think I've.
Like I'm
Can't
seeing
remember.
the top end, and I'm just like, at 2 reverses, then it gets like really good. But at 1, I
Yeah.
think it's like manageable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've played against this deck a few times, but I've actually just been playing Faded, so I kind of know against
Oh,
it.
so you just get to.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it from a weird perspective, but I don't think it's like super crazy. You can like it's if they get 2 reverses, then you probably gave it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just gave him the win.
which I guess it's
Yeah.
like it sort of happens in the standby matchup, where like you'll get the reverse because they're trying to win board on average.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Like-
Like, even with Sunshine 8 standby, like, I was able to defend the lane.
Like
And,
you
like,
played against it and thing, or
no, it's just like I think like it was Vargas deck.
yeah, okay.
Anyway,
If you can defend it, then like
I'm not sure how that's like. I feel like if you play it correctly, like sometimes you can just actually like if your opponent just has some board or if they're playing standby or some wall deck, you can actually like crash board 3 times and then what are they gonna do?
I mean they start
Like-
holding counters, right? If their characters are actually big, then they have a chance of countering over one lane.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's like they have to hold a counter and they have to have a respectable board.
Well, that's not
12,
too
5 or
hard
higher.
for 8 standby decks.
I mean, I'm hoping the 8 standby deck has respectful boards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you
the
have
thing
unplayed
is, like,
bounce,
you're
bounce
assuming
back.
that opponent is like doesn't realize what Akira does, so they're not gonna be like trying to put up a real wall.
Well,
I mean, if they don't put up a real wall, then they don't have a game plan because
it
that's what.
depends. Does the
Yeah.
unplay bounce back row? So you can
Yeah, bounce anything.
You should bounce anything. You should always bounce
Yeah.
anything.
So if you bounce Witch, that turns off their bounce counter for Goblin Slayer. If you bounce back or Asuna, then they like lose a lot of power. And yeah, so you can actually just bounce back row and then
So how
your
does-
price speed.
How does this deck feel against things that have like anti-damage and stuff? Is
Things
that
with
where it
anti-damage?
loses?
It would
Yeah.
lose
Well,
to anti-damage.
It does feel really bad. I play Sal and then I played against it and then it like anti-damage feels really good against this deck. But
Yeah,
then again,
that's
anti-damage is like -1 hand plus stock. And then if you don't kill them on the swing back and then they have another pants, then it's like almost game.
I mean, you can kill their board, so like they have to have another Akira and another pants.
Yeah.
And that I mean
No, I think
they are
money
playing
counter
pants.
matches
So.
this deck. I don't
Money
know.
counter does feel really good against this deck. I agree.
It does mill you 8 though, if they pay 2.
True.
I don't know. I'm thinking like from what I've read and stuff, I'd say A plus A.
Yeah, you can put it somewhere high in A. I don't really mind where you put it. I think it's a good deck.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
if I played against it more, then maybe I'd believe it's S, but I don't know for now.
I don't agree
yeah.
this has.
Yeah.
Definitely a good deck.
I see.
It
it's
did
like-
take 7th place in terms of like X1 results or better.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like
It's like a solid
Pretty
A tier.
good.
Yeah,
for
and it
how
came
it
out very late in WGP, so that's
Yeah.
really high.
so like I don't
representation.
mind putting it in S tier. So I'll just put it top of A, and then once we're done,
Yeah.
we can like see if it should go up
Yeah.
to S. Because like yeah, it did put out results.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, Roy, would you
Right.
put it over Konosuba though, or like any other stocks off Fumio deck? Does it win
I
games
think
through like
I think
bullshit?
getting stocks of Fumio has like a strong like anecdotal evidence of like why you shouldn't like why those decks are really toxic. But I
Yeah.
think the Akira deck is a lot more consistent. Like your level 0 is like plus you have like a runner Cosme, which is like a really strong level 0 lineup.
Yeah.
And then, like
Cosme
you've
is in
got answers
clean
to
cut, right?
standbys. Yeah.
Okay.
You've got like answers to standbys, you build a lot of stock because you usually don't have to spend
for
that much
stuff,
on
yeah.
board. Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah,
I think this is like pretty much on the same level, if not better than Konosuba.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting S tier, but like, how many? Would you say this is like a meta-defining deck though, or is it just something that like does well?
I think Akira is a meta defining card, yes.
Hmm.
I think if
I
I
don't-
see it,
Hmm.
if I see Akira, and like if I see Akira, then it's actually really scary. Even if you're at 2-4 and you give them 2 reverses, then you could actually just die from there. And that has happened like a lot. I played against this like quite often, quite a lot, since I played against Steve's review deck for like 10 matches straight.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it actually like, yeah, I think when I was playing, he could easily game from like 2-4.
Is it because they're refreshing into like a really bad next deck, or is it because like, because I'm just thinking about the damage numbers and like, shouldn't this be about the same as like double Yukina or something?
All right, I'll tell you this much. This is like double Yukina, but it milled 4 CXs. Think about that.
Wait, that's RNG.
Yeah, I know, but I
guess you're assuming like compressed deck. Okay.
Yeah, in compressed deck, this is
Yeah.
This is a really good finisher.
I mean, I guess like if it decompresses, because it's gonna push you to next deck. So if your next deck is actually worse than your current one, then yeah, this is like really good.
You'd have to hit them through the level threshold.
Yeah, that's the
Threshold
thing.
to
guess
like
so,
hit the
yeah.
compression.
Yeah, hitting them through the level threshold does sound pretty strong. If they weren't
Yeah.
expecting it, but
So like if you milled like 2 CX, like 3 CXs, and hit the 3-0, and then the deck refreshes on the attack.
The worst feeling is actually if you're at 2-4, you take 3, and then you're like, oh, I have like 6 in deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it force refreshing you plus like leveling you is like really good. Like gets rid of a lot of good compression decks. Compression.
How's it do against Saikano? Because like Saikano's like really compressed, right?
No,
it should
this
be
deck-
very compressed.
I think this deck was the most topping deck of that week, that release week when Saikano and Fate were popping. Guess it is a really sweet spike, but even then, like says something about the deck.
Yeah, the fact that it topped, like I could see like high rep just because it's new, but damn. Yeah, I'll throw it like bottom vest here, just because like it's top 10 in terms of
I don't know.
good proud new
Are
with
we-
this. Okay, whatever.
We're getting with like
that's
6 sets in S tier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Edit defining. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think it's an A tier deck.
Like
Yeah, I'll put it back
I
there.
don't think S tier should ever break like 5. Like
Yeah.
5
Honestly,
seems like a
I almost
cap.
want to run...
I'm happy with all those decks you have in S personally.
Even Sunshine,
Yeah.
like I actually wouldn't mind throwing Sunshine into like top of A tier just because like I don't think it's meta defining. It's just like a really good 8 standby deck.
Well, if you think about it, none of these decks in S tier are meta defining. To be fair, like
think all
Fate
these
isn't
decks-
really. Yeah, Fate really isn't meta defining. It's really efficient. It does what it does. It's not like
Alright, so
didn't
let's
create
like
anything new.
rename S tier from meta defining to Cancer.
No,
Cancer.
Cancer. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Yes. I'm sorry. We all know Stockswap Fumio is Cancer, and then
Yes.
Fate, I'm sorry, Sajeev, it's Cancer too.
Yeah, I agree. Love Life Sunshine is Cancer.
Yes.
I
Rico is
agree.
Cancer.
Sunshine should be banned.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Rico.
Alright,
Sorry.
next set.
Sunshine
Guardian.
is getting hit every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta keep it up.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You know what they say, Cantor?
Are you right? This is this deck has truly withstood the test of time.
Yep.
It's like
There's a lot of rewrite at our.
actually, Reader actually did well at our Nats.
Or not?
Weird.
Yes, it did. I played against
Yeah.
him actually. Very shiny deck.
This deck's good if you hit 2, like in semi meta is what I'm saying. Like if you hit 2 first and then you do get like double Kotori off and then they can't beat your board, it's really good.
Oh right.
Kotori? Caesar? Or
No, Kotori.
Huh?
If you
Okay.
if
No,
you
it's
hit
almost
2
hand
first,
build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit 2 first. Oh, good. So I
Yeah,
thought
you-
one.
yeah, if you hit 2 first and you get like if you do get double Kotori off, their standby deck really out it. It's actually like really good if that happens. But as like a rewrite or former rewrite player, this deck does lose to itself. There are a lot of
This
games
deck
where you
can
just
brick.
yeah, this deck breaks real hard if you don't get the Stossel combo off. High A tier.
I don't
Maybe-
think. Yeah.
That's or mid A tier. I think this deck is like probably better than
It's better than
better than
coaches.
Bang Dream. I think this
Red
is-
and
Better
Bang
than
Dream?
that?
I think this deck is better than Bang Dream in current meta.
Mm,
A lot of
It's
decks
better
can
than
out
Fujimi.
Kotori. It's definitely better than Fujimi. A lot of decks can out
I'd
this
say it's
actually.
better than Fujimi too, but like I don't know if it's better than Bang Dream. I guess it does
Yeah.
have a stock swap, which is pretty dank.
I think
Stock
I
swap
think
is
it's
so costly.
Oh,
Yeah, this one stock swap isn't too great, but
I think this is a prime
fair.
example of what Nexo deck should be. Like have both power and Nexo. And
like
So
Fang Dream,
Bang Dream
Arisa?
Arisa.
Like no one
Tori
plays that.
heals.
Kotori is an unplay heal.
Arisa
True.
sits there and it's
Yeah.
just fat.
She's big.
Yeah, thick girl.
And
Oh,
then
Roy's favorite set's next.
it's Memory Snow.
Yeah,
Are we talking about
I think it's just
ReZero?
We're not rating ReZero at all. Or should we rate Memory Snow and ReZero differently?
I feel like they're
if I
both
could add
A tier.
a icon.
They're probably both similar in power.
They're both A tier.
Okay,
I
fair enough.
think the older ReZero is a bit worse, or quite a bit worse.
Yeah.
They're both like A tier decks.
I don't know.
You got
I
some
think-
people, they'll put it in S, but you know,
I was playing this today. I think Memory Snow is really good.
in general against standby or like
Against standby, I think I have like insane win rate, or like almost insane win rate, and then against non-standby, the deck is not that bad.
Actually, I did want to test this against you, like my 8 standby Sunshine versus this.
Yeah, I
I
played
wanna
against
see-
Ace. I've won every game that I played against Ace Standby Sunshine.
But that's
And,
because
like-
like all your opponents never had double early play, right? I actually want to see if that changes the matchup.
I guess I've never played against double early play. You're right.
Yeah, I want to see if it actually matters.
also
That's
they'll
it.
play it.
Because I've never played against Memory Snow.
Basically, if you get double brainstorm set up at 0, and then you have like some 1/1 Amelia or whatever that could beat opponents 1/1s, then they can like almost never encore, or they can never standby or encore a 2/2, which
Yeah.
is like really relevant. And then, if you're playing the which I put in the resonance package today, and then that resonance package like lets you play around like Rider, for example. And it's a really
wait,
strong
how's that
2
work?
game. It doesn't attack, so at beginning of encore phase, you reveal top card.
Oh,
and burn
that
to
card.
stock, and then you
Oh,
burn,
that card.
you burn 2+ the soul trigger icon. Yeah,
Oh my god, I wanted to build that deck so bad.
I was playing against Sajeev today when he was playing Fate, and he like double Rider comboed me, and I just searched for that, and then that card's like really good. It's a 2 game that doesn't. It's a 2 game that heals. That's 11k hexproof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's actually just really good trends.
You
Yeah.
guys laughed at me when I tried to build this, but it was mostly at Kevin and Brendan.
Dude, you wanted that as your main finisher.
Okay, we're ignoring that part.
Maybe not a finisher.
It's not even a finisher, it's just a card that attacks.
It's a 2 game.
It's just an attacker.
It's
Yeah.
like a 2 game.
Well, it's like your side plan, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Backup.
I feel like this deck is
Oh,
better.
it outs Fate, but and the card's cool. Like Trance is good, and yeah, the card's 11k heal too, so that's solid. There's nothing special, too special about it though.
Yeah, there's nothing too special. The set does have stock swap, early play heal, the good anti-change counter.
Yeah.
Team
Well, I mean,
Brand.
hexproof is sometimes relevant, and like the fact that it doesn't attack is like really good against anti-damage. So like, I thought the card was like a really good like meta. Or,
Hexproof is really relevant actually. If
yeah.
they're playing anti-change counter, and the card can't attack, so
yeah.
if it doesn't get anti-change that too, and then there's an assist that gives 1k to the Roswell, and then level assist. So it's like a 13/5 if you want to sit on it.
Just an annoying card to deal with. That's why
That's-
I favored it.
So it's probably
yeah.
a
It's like probably better than Camino Friends, personally.
Yeah, I'm okay because it's such a strong meta call, right? So like,
Yeah, it's a really good mech.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deck's kind of solid even outside of a medical. It's just solid. The 1/0 combo, just you can spam that a lot with the Mayo event.
Yeah, Mayo event makes it so that you can spam it, and then
You can recycle
that-
combo. Like,
yeah. This deck also has insane matchup against Millions Life, which is a thing. This deck is almost like 80-20 matchup against Millions Life.
eight
Wait, really?
standby.
Yeah, because you stop
Oh.
their standby, and then Koto does 0 damage.
Oh right,
Anti-Brain
it
on.
has anti-brain on.
Yeah,
yeah, that's also true. Very
I
good.
forgot about that. Yeah.
very good against that specific deck.
How does it feel against the 10 event though?
10 event.
Moving on.
Yeah.
It feels like regular deck.
Feels like a
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah, but
So you
How
can
does
just
Emery still
die.
play against? How does Emery
Yeah.
still play against regular decks? Just like whatever. Just do what they want.
against regular decks, it's like it's like just an orthodox. I don't feel that confident in playing against like like non-standby decks. Or like it doesn't feel like it's like a 60-40 deck. It's like 50-50 win rate against like most other decks.
60-40.
Oh,
That's
not
the
this
next set,
again.
right?
Yeah, that's the next time. That was a good lead-in.
Oh my
Sal.
god.
The deck with a 60-40 win rate.
Against Memory Snow, right?
True.
They're both
Against White
60%.
Schwartz.
Against literally white shorts.
But the beach here.
Oh,
Where do you put Sal?
where did I put Sal? Honestly,
Yeah.
it's probably just better than Memory Snow. Just
So
right
it's A.
above. Yeah.
It's definitely an A deck. Sao is
Yeah.
never not going to be A. It's like Bang Dream. It'll forever get sets. It's always going to get push support.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
cards are getting pretty interesting.
It's a good deck.
Yeah.
Good.
Tap self brainstorm, poggers.
Yeah, it's
What?
like it's on par with CCS.
Are
Yeah,
you really
I
going to
think it's
discuss
better than
Sal?
CCS.
First, all
This-
of them.
This,
I don't know
this
what to
set-
discuss about Sao. That set has everything.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good thing about Sao, if you're playing Gate Standby, you got Memory Kick back row. So Memory Kick back row beats every other standby deck.
Where's
Yeah.
that go?
and then only thing the deck lacks is like deck control without having a CX in hand. But
yeah.
just
brainstorm time.
we're getting a new brainstorm, so that's insane.
Oh.
Tap self
Tap
brainstorm and
self.
Sao,
Oh shit.
like unheard
One
of.
in age.
One an age, and then the union combo looks sick. There's like a sick event, so Sao's always gonna be relevant. They're not never gonna stop printing sets because Sao always gets an anime like every 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey man, they're
Oh,
running out
God.
of books, so
They're gonna make the girls.
they make another movie and they'll get
Come on,
another set.
how many mobile
there you
games
go.
is Sao? That's a set. Each
Oh,
one.
God.
Yeah,
shit, you're
Sao
right.
has to be a long game.
Every console game, come on guys.
Hollow fragments,
no.
all the PS Vita games.
Stop. I
Okay.
just
Anyways,
have cancer.
Sauce
Next
is
is
good.
what? Sneaker Bunko?
Sneaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin.
I'm assuming this is the 8-gate build, right?
S tier for Lil.
I don't know what
I
the
don't
best deck for this is. I don't know anything else.
I play 8-gate, but
I play Bookshot.
I've seen like hands.
I think,
or-
to be honest, I think that's the only relevant village to play because that's the best top end to play.
Oh, the shot?
yeah.
Kurosagi?
Yeah.
Is her name? Okay.
I feel like
Level
that's the
one
only
Marcus.
interesting part of the set,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I played around. But Japan plays the gate combo, so
Yeah, I
Probably
saw
better than
like
Monokai.
some book bar list or something.
Yeah, book bar does exist. Yes, yeah.
Astolfo into some clock cake.
yeah, they play tap counter, I guess.
Yeah, just play tap counter. I think the deck's idea is just sit at 3 with tap counters, and then you do whatever combo you have. So all the
I go
combos
for
kind
the
of bad.
kill.
Yeah, well, other than Kurosagi, like all the other combos are bad. Like Kashima's not that good. Clock kick's not that good. So
Mm,
yes,
C
the
tier,
clock
B
kicks
tier.
C tier mid, like, probably
Yeah.
after Darling ish. Yeah,
I don't
something
know. I
like that.
got 3.
I,
Good.
I think it's better than Darling.
I think it's better than Darling too. Also.
Sure. But is it better than Puyo?
Not better than Purple Puyo.
I mean,
No
the
combo
ceiling of
change,
Kurosagi is high, just because. But then, like at the same time, when you think of it, it's just them eating like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
you
set.
you could stack 4 events on her and swing for 3,
Oh god. Powerful.
which is like pretty much how I built the deck. Bunch of
Good.
filter, hope you draw the events, and that's your deck.
Oh god.
Instantly, you scoop to anti-damage because I don't play the 3-0 event.
I like anti-burn one.
Oh yeah, those are.
Oh
You swing 3 times. You have a tap counter. That's all your deck does.
god.
All right, next set is Bunny Girl. This was the
This
the
yeah, this
scary
used
deck
to
of
be
the
a
fun
buggy,
man.
man.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year.
I don't even like this deck to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think this deck's that good. I
It's kind of
think
pretty high roll. Pretty
yeah, it's very high
poor
roll.
standby. Like has to pop off with its triggers to really do much.
Yeah.
It
But its
did
level
have
3
like,
game is notable, I guess.
Oh,
I put it like B tier. I
like
don't
the
know.
unknown
No.
factor of that deck
Don't
made
I
it
think
like
tier.
really
I would've put
strong.
Yeah,
Where'd you put it? Then A still?
it's
yeah,
like
it's
low A,
for
It's
sure.
low A for sure.
like above AOT probably. All right, I guess above Fujimi too.
This deck does a lot of the Japan thing where like you just heal a lot for very low costs. You have access to an insurance to heal if you get fucked or
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
screwed over.
And you have Ryan.
The bodyguard is really hard to out. Yeah, you have the bodyguard yourself.
Yeah.
Futaba, Heart. It's just
Yeah,
really hard to answer. You have to. Some people have to work their decks for it.
the finish is really good too. It's It's burn one side for one, burn one side for one, burn one
Yeah,
side
if
for
you play
one.
mine, then
Yeah.
that's pretty solid.
That's the better combo. The other combo, so
No, Noluka's good.
I'm not a fan of it.
CV
That's pretty
Shitamayo.
whatever. But I can understand wanting to play bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CV Shitamayo.
That's true. That's fair.
Alright.
Although I really like Koga with Koga bounce with my top end because you get to control your burn
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
instead of like
It's
empty
just a lot of deck
Nolukas.
slots.
Definitely has good threes.
Yeah, it's got very good threes.
Yeah.
One cost healer at level 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but your standby game plan loses to like every other standby game plan with
Yeah,
Hana Core,
more.
so yeah.
Although I found that
unfortunate.
that early play being like so small was kind of a like downer.
I mean it's 3-1 early play, right? Most of the time.
One
Yeah.
stock is like
Yeah. Like
So I guess
one
that part's
stock-
okay, but like in a standby meta or like even if like you were playing this in English, like sometimes you just get walled out.
if it,
And it's
if
kinda
it lives through its
embarrassing.
attack, then it's value. Anything
Yeah.
past like just hit another standby.
Yeah.
True.
Crash it, hit standby.
Okay. Well, I guess at that point you're standby, yeah, like I don't know, your bodyguard or something. The center where it's actually big.
Right.
Alright,
Hibiki,
Sympho
Hibiki,
Gear.
that's Sympho Gear.
Sympho gear.
I'm assuming the best build is either standby gate or standby pants.
People are
Yeah,
saying
it's
this deck is like S tier or something. I'm like, I
Wait,
don't
really?
know.
Who?
Wait, who said
Or like
that?
high A tier.
Who?
People who own the deck.
This deck's at least B tier.
This deck's like
Oh.
B tier, yeah. I agree. This deck also has a problem of losing to every other standby deck, but it doesn't have good top end like Bunny Girl does. So it's definitely lower than Bunny Girl.
It has cool cards.
It does have cool cards. It has a lot of sets. Like,
Yeah.
ton of sets.
Jupiter's really good, I guess. I think it's a good
Yeah.
card.
Has a deck
Yeah.
bond to a Jupiter counter. That's
They,
pretty cool.
they have Austin as support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
memory kick support is
Saw
a really
that.
big thing.
So why isn't it
But-
good?
So why isn't it good? Because your 2/2s die, and then they're gone.
They do die. It's the same as Albuda, the 11k.
And then another thing is it's also a 4 standby deck, but it's like its top end isn't that good. It's what is it? What is it? Pay 2 burn 2? Pay 3 burn 2?
For which card? The Chris? Or
Yeah,
So
Chris.
So
expensive.
the one that's
pay
not climax
3,
reliant was
ditch 2,
pay 3,
burn
ditch 2, burn 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I know that one. But what's the combo? The
The
new
combo was pay 2, ditch
Burn
1,
2?
I believe.
Pay
Burn
2 ditch 1 burn 2? Burn 3.
do they
Okay.
play like calm? Or do they play like the Tsubasa that has like on reverse pay 1, ditch 1, burn 1?
You can play that, slash it. That's not a combo, so you can just play that
Yeah.
card.
I feel like either the build is the Mocha plus standby or a gate plus standby. I think
Mocha actually worth.
I think the Mocha is not that good because it doesn't have an on-play effect.
yeah, it
And it
also
requires resonance,
yeah.
right?
It takes deck slots, so I don't like it. But,
I mean,
I
the
think-
concept's cool doing Mocha too.
I mean, the concept's cool. It's got double. It's got twin drive with standby deck.
Yeah, but are you
Oh.
actually like pushing out Lost CXs doing that too? Probably not, right? So
Well, no, even if you do it at 2, you doing one Mocha at 2 is whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how you're getting multiple Mocha at 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, so
that's
is this,
the,
like,
it's the
B tier?
-2 soul. Okay.
yeah. It's -2 slow, but it's pay to reveal
Yeah,
the
Reveal
yeah,
the resonance target.
Yeah,
the 1-0. Okay.
Alright, so where's this set going?
Probably mid B.
like high B. I think
Mid
this is
to
definitely
high,
better
Higher than Hinology?
CG. Definitely,
Better
I
than
think this deck's
CG.
better than CG. I think CG is a bit high.
Yeah, I don't know. CG's still at the top of
Yeah,
B
I
tier.
think
Oh no,
so.
yeah, it's definitely not.
Go
Where
down.
would I put
Probably like there, yeah. Leave it there.
okay.
People
where's
watch
Sympho
are probably
Gear
like,
going?
damn, they really must think CG's that good of a deck.
Yeah. You've got a CG one trick in our city, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Sure.
Hi, guys.
we're biased. Oh, here it is. The
Oh.
I don't know why
Oh.
this deck is topping that deck.
Can we fluctuate between D and S just because I love anime?
Can we just
Yeah.
leave this on top of S and move on? I'm just joking.
No, it's going there.
I think
know.
Love Live is better.
I don't know if it's the best set, but like it's a very strong set.
It's a strong set. It's like very
Yeah.
consistent. It's same as like Fate. It's very consistent. It does what it does, and you know, you
Yeah.
get
It
compression.
It plays
off
its
of it.
game plan very well. It does
Yeah.
what it wants to do pretty much.
Also screws other people's game plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
And-
consistency and like
This is just so high.
compression is like
I'll
that's the
put
important
it-
thing, right?
Yeah, I'll put it above Fate just because they don't play Clock Encore and they play a good profile called JC.
Hey man, welcome close.
Yeah, I'll put it there. I think.
Oh, and that 1-0 event's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 1-0 event's very good. I agree.
Very good in context of the deck.
Does it have any tools like to answer other meta calls?
It's got a 1-0 that kills level 2s. It hits it's plus 4/5, and then 4/5, right?
The cards, what is it? It's 4K base. It gets 2/5 if you have a card of memory, and the effect attacks at level 2. It gets 6/5.
A 6/5, yeah.
Or 6K. Sorry, so it's 12/5 base against level 2s.
Yeah, so it hits standby decks really hard.
And
you know,
has
you can
access to an
highlight
event
it.
that can also kill higher level cards.
Yeah, that card actually kills. That card might be like the reason why people aren't picking up, you know, like Synfigure and Bunny Girl, because their 2/2 actually just completely dies to it.
Yeah.
Psychono's top end is actually
Very
just a couple
strong.
cards. It's just like 2 healers that you just spam and just you make use of the compression you've garnered to just not die ever.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. Does what it wants to do every game. So
Does it spend enough
very,
stock
very
to
heavy.
like avoid stock swaps?
It can.
The deck builds most of its compression off memory.
Yeah.
You get like
So
6, 7
like
memory.
you know, you get like 8 cards in memory or something.
So like
you can split tabling like 8 stock or something.
Yeah, the best way to play around stock swap is to use your stock meaning. This deck uses its stock meaningfully. It can waste stock just putting things in memory, and it's not a waste because you're still keeping future compression.
Yes,
exactly. So I do think this deck is fine against stock swap. Your deck can get really small though, so it could be scary with weird deck states. So you still have to be mindful of it.
That's where you want to trigger like a CX or 2, so it goes through the refresh.
Oh no! See, this deck plays bars, so it's kind of scary. I think this deck's major weakness is lack of a really solid ditch out, a really consistent ditch outs. But
do you have like deck control options to like mill through next deck so that like, you can't die no matter what to
there's no real good like costless mill outs. Like generally using brainstorms. The deck has like 7 brainstorms. It has a runner that goes to memory and checks 4. It has like if you're playing a Megami variant, then you can just spam twin drives to go through deck if you really want.
Okay.
And Utaha variant can just stock its deck.
Do you have an opinion on the 2 combos of which is better?
I haven't played Megami like to a large extent, but from what I did play, I think Utaha has a much higher ceiling. Megami requires a lot of like you have to keep using the bar combo over and over again, which takes up board space. So you're committing less to like your memory game plan, but you keep more hand. Utaha generates more resource to further your memory game plan, which I think is better overall. It's just the Utaha version can obviously bleed hand if you're not a Magi early game.
Yeah, I think you know I personally think Kato's a bit better because it actually like scales into later in the game. Yeah, I think like having like some bounce level 1 that like twin drives is a lot more relevant than like unreversed blind stock 2.
I think having the bounce is really nice against certain matchups.
Yeah.
But I think the resource gain from the Utaha like lends itself so well into what this deck is trying to do.
Yeah, I can see that. You need stock to like gain. You can actually use all of your stock to gain hand and whatnot. So
yeah,
I can see like arguments for both sides, but I personally like Megami a bit more.
Mm-hmm. I'm still testing Megami. I only switched to it like last week, and I've been playing Fate a lot instead. So I want to test it more.
Right, SMP.
I personally think this deck is not that good, but
me neither.
I think I'd put it like highest of B. Yeah,
or low
maybe this is better than Dear My Sisters. I agree.
Do you think it's low A, Sam?
I mean, like if I had to choose between Gochi Yusa and SMP, I think.
Okay.
I think this deck might be better than Milky also. I think this is better than Milky.
Like the 2, if you pop off with the 2/1 and like getting double is a challenge, but like you know you're gonna get that more than half the games, probably like 3/4 at least.
Really? Is it that often that you get double? I'm not sure about that one. I don't think it's like 3 out of 4 times you get double after you hit 1.
I think SMP's problem is it just lacks really good utility at 0. It kind of has to
Yeah.
max the cards that it does have. It maxes like Drop Surge, Top Check,
Yeah.
Brainstorm, and such, just so it can scrape by trying to get 2 every game.
Yeah,
But
like it
I
really.
think it's still kind of struggle.
Yeah, it relies really hard on like hitting a brainstorm once or twice, and then it gets what it needs to do its game plan.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say this deck is like super like consistent.
Yeah, it's hard to
But-
play because like if I'm gonna play SMP, I think I still rather play Sunshine's SMP.
Yeah,
But
I agree. I think Sunshine's version is a lot better. But this deck is good.
yeah, and it did top.
Yeah, 1 WGP Nats or North
yeah,
America.
yeah.
Did.
I mean,
I'm actually impressed.
Hmm?
I'm actually impressed they won both NA and EU.
I
The one
I'm
EU?
also-
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it
they
did.
won Europe.
That's kind of wacky, huh?
Oh, fuck it, 2-1s are great. I'll put it.
I don't know if they're the same build. I don't think they're the same build, but they both played Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's.
Okay.
Okay with that placing, anyways.
Yeah,
These
I
last
don't
few
think that-
sets aren't even like super relevant, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what that second set is. What is?
It's
Star Wars?
Raider, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Star Wars. Okay.
Well, we're not getting bogged with Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
Steins
that.
We can place these like pretty simply. I think Science Gate is not that good. Like both early game and mid game isn't good.
like a
It's
C.
like-
It's a C tier somewhere.
I think it's better than Puyo though.
Okay,
Yeah.
somewhere in C.
I don't know Steins Gate too well.
Like
Yeah.
mid C. Like
Wait,
it's
does Steingate play 8 standby? Does it have
no,
8
it's
standby?
semi game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it definitely plays Kurisu finisher.
He's just like pretty
Yeah.
alright.
Gurren Lagann, I don't rate this deck very highly.
Not that bad.
It's not bad, I guess.
I don't think it's that good either.
I'm not putting it as a
Personally.
good set. That's
Oh.
probably somewhere in C.
That's probably
Yeah.
C tier. Like mid C. It's probably better than
Yeah.
Darling. It's probably worse than Darling actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I
This
don't-
might be worse than Darling.
I have no idea.
I don't even know what people consider the best deck. I only have experience playing
Yeah, the
Like-
combo, right?
the fusion combo,
Exodia? Yeah.
but I don't know if Kamina Simon is like played or something.
Nah, I don't think that deck's even. I don't think Kamina Xenon's like. Or,
The only deck I saw results from back when this set came out was like playing some anti-spiral
Yeah, I think anti-spiral,
build
yeah.
into
Yeah.
Anti-spiral
3/3
was sick.
marker 5.
Yeah,
That-
Spiral
that
is
build's
actually.
sick though.
So that was
Oh, God.
interesting.
I actually
It was so
tested that
annoying.
build.
It's
Yeah.
so annoying to play against when you're like real clutchy on early plays. I hate it.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was playing Sunshine against it. I just sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, it actually feels bad.
I swung with Mari. I think that's all it was.
Space Face ruined your day.
Yeah, I mean, like I guess like the Mari game plan isn't like a total like collapse of the deck at least.
Yeah, it's like, but you didn't really push extra damage. The thing is, that deck doesn't play many healers. I think it plays like 2.
Yeah.
So
that's
if
true.
they actually just eat the damage, it's like really bad for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
if stupid SMP Sunshine is okay with swinging Maris, then it ought to be okay here too. Because like the Space Face variant just doesn't do too much at 3 anyway. Right,
Oh.
TLR.
Solid B tier. I think
Somewhere.
I'll put it above
Yeah,
LB.
Wormhole.
Definitely.
So
This
good.
deck's pretty solid.
Like
Nowadays.
Wormhole anti-salvage plus like following its own
spam.
game plan.
Hex
It's, like,
proof
really
level-
good.
hex
The
proof.
hexproof level 3s, like this actually
If
This-
this isn't A tier, it's like top of B as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
agree.
solid to play.
Yeah.
probably top of B. Yeah.
Like,
If the deck actually gets to loot bars, then like
Yeah,
fine, man.
that probably is not happening, but it has enough to I think to get by, and
Yeah.
it can just eat them with their event. So.
It did top recently. And that,
It
I
did,
wouldn't
yeah.
have believed if someone came up to me in like 2016 and said TLR's topping in 2019. So it's,
oh,
next
Vivid
set
Strike.
is
Vivid.
Jeeves' favorite.
I don't think this deck does very well in the current meta. I think it did badly in its old meta. But
Yeah, logic matter.
yeah, exchange bombs are probably like less relevant nowadays. But your star finisher Fuka probably isn't worth playing over like let's say Rabbit House Cocochino. So
Oof.
I think its mid game is mediocre outside of like 8-bar being really efficient still. Just doesn't have anything that stands out at all. So I think it's a C tier deck.
Damn. I'll put it above GGO though.
Sure.
Sure.
I don't know. It really just gets by off the fact that it has it doesn't have anything else that stands out as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
I don't know. I feel like
Yuna.
Vivid would just destroy any deck that can't deal with
Fuka.
yeah.
Can you out Fuka? I don't know. Like it's in the end, if Fuka lives, it's just doing what Cocoa Chino did, but like
It
but
needs
you
to
had
be like 3 turns for it to get like really.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to be canceling with I don't know. And Fuka itself doesn't have the best condition. You're not exactly keeping board. You're just kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think the
mean,
deck
is
generates
she,
the resource to keep up with it.
Is she big enough to like not get run over by 2/2s?
Not really. She's 10-5 when she swings because she gets 1 marker, so she'll be 10-5.
Oh.
And
You
then
can
use
still get climbed.
your 1 support to save it.
Oh,
Once.
God.
Yeah, you can save it if you have the back row. So
Yeah.
and then that'll get you another marker too. So then you can have 3 markers on next swing. But if they have any kind of removal, like at all, it's just card
Yeah.
just leaves. And it's gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
What about the gate build?
Gate build.
Yeah.
That build just kind of just has like 8 heals.
Yeah. Just like heal and then you just live off.
It has
like,
a,
your
it
opponent's
has like
nothing,
the
right?
yo early play, like
Yeah.
so it's 11k heal with good condition. You can set up triple Vivio really easily because you have level assist that bonds to it. So and you keep board at 2, so you try and plus off that. You still play Shimakaze level 1.
Yeah.
You have 8+ trigger. I don't know. Nothing in Vivid really stands out. I think they can need like another set or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
there you go.
Just move on from there.
Yeah.
I think it's an
Yuna.
okay deck.
Yuna's like C tier.
Wait, do you say Z tier?
Yeah, I think it's C tier still.
C.
I don't know about Yuna. Does anyone have Yuna?
I do.
So
Brandon.
Brandon has, you know.
Yeah.
As a 3/5 clean cut on both turns.
True.
Okay.
That's like not bad. XT.
But
It's
other
like
than
one of
that,
its best cards.
Yeah. That does sound good.
doesn't it does have cheery too, but like other than that, it doesn't do anything great. Like if I wanted to burn 2 without a cost without like
Oh, you're really quiet.
if I wanted to burn like play a
There you
burn 2
go.
finisher, why don't I just play something in the top tier set, right? If I wanted to
Yeah.
do like a strong level 1 combo, again, why don't I just play something else? Like everything that Yuna wants to do, you could probably find something better in higher tier.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. It's just why not just play other sets that do your thing better?
Mm-hmm.
So like while Yuna has all these things, they don't necessarily work together where another set does it better already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that you want to play like really liquid cards, then yeah, go ahead play Yuna.
True. But then you also have TLR for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Taylor
do you
just.
mean? Play sneaker.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the Ludist.
Lewd.
Alright. Last one, Star Wars. I think last time I've seen Star Wars, I've played against the.
Oh, we're actually rating Star Wars.
Why not?
I know.
Very
Alright,
sure.
last time I played against it, I played against the Darth Vader version and then the Luke like anti-heal one, anti-run one with like a lightsaber event. It's been so long, but
Wait, what
that
the
deck
fuck?
isn't that
What
good.
the
Yeah.
fuck does Luke Skywalker do?
It's like anti-burn, and
Okay.
then it's a healer.
Luke? No, Luke's a draw 2, ditch 2, blind.
Draws this one. Yeah.
Draw 2, ditch 2, blind stock one. And it's early play and it's anti-burn.
And then like the whole mechanic was forced, right? It like moves your back row off.
Yeah, a lot of cards
Yeah.
have 4s.
Like I think that's like.
Nice flavor.
This deck beats Fate. It's broken.
But what about Goblin Slayer 1-0 event? Move back row off. Broken. Okay.
Broken.
Got
Wait, no. It doesn't move things up. It moves them around. Like you can swap back row with
Oh.
front row.
Okay, I see.
Huh.
But yeah, I think I don't remember anything remarkable in that set other than there's Jabba the Hutt that like burns 4.
Star Wars actually has a lot of cool cards if you actually read the set.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. Do any of us actually have like experience with the deck? I don't really feel
I've
comfortable.
played against
I've played against it
decent
a lot.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been years since it came out. And people
Yeah.
don't have it too much anymore.
Not to mention, this is not legal in NA, right?
It's also not
Yeah.
illegal in NA. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
sorry, I've never played against. I only played against in
Yeah, I
just
played this.
Japan,
I
by the
played
way.
against when I was in Japan. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, you guys play against AO.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What do I rate this?
D
This
minus,
is.
like D plus maybe.
I think it's a C deck for sure.
I think this is
Let's
worse than
see.
Yuna for sure.
Well, I don't think Yuna's the worst C deck.
Yeah, I don't think Yuna's the worst C deck either, but
I'll just leave it like as unrated. I don't know.
Ah,
Yeah, sure, yeah,
whatever.
sure.
You guys
sure,
leave
just
them right. I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Star Wars fans.
All right. Going back to like S tier though, like, are we okay with this? I don't know if I put Love Live as like top of S tier.
I would
That's
put Love
weird.
on this. Really?
I
Is it
don't
just
know.
me?
It might just be just you.
Yeah.
I think that deck's insane.
Like when I think of Love Live, I don't think of it being the best deck out of
Yeah.
everything.
I agree.
But at the same time, I can't even answer my own question of what the best deck
Yeah,
is.
I don't know. Like, I don't think Psychono is the best deck, but I also don't think Fate's the best deck. So I don't know. They're all just this deck. The meta's like really balanced as far as I'm concerned.
We can just
Yeah.
say these are our top 5 sets. No
Yeah,
order dictated, because it's very hard to
yeah.
select one that stands out above from everything else. You can say something edges out slightly, but then another set can edge it out slightly depending on the matchup, right?
Yeah. I still feel like Love Live does have some problems where like if it doesn't hit Brainstorm or if it gets in like really weird deck positions where it can't like ditch hand fast enough, then it has a bad refresh. So like I think it crutches a lot on having the access to stocks off Fumio to finish off the opponent if it falls behind.
I don't know if that's true. I think Love Life does have the tools to get through these poor situations.
Well, that's like because you're accelerating though, right? So you have to draw a ditch and
Well, yeah, but if you're saying like you're like what's the bad situation you're referring to? Like being out a lot early or
a lot of
just having a
CX
big
left
player?
in deck.
A lot of CXs left in deck?
Yeah, so like either
None.
you're triggering them or you're just
I mean, your deck has a Cheery. If you really want to see art of deck.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean, like, are you just holding on to it throughout the game, or would you rather just have them down at level 0 or 1 so you can move to your next deck faster?
I mean, yeah, like getting out of first deck is usually the game plan of most decks. So playing down
Yeah,
Cheeries or
so like
or
you don't always have
fine.
it when you want it, right?
yeah, yes. I mean, what other sets like are able to get what they want at all points in time? The only ones that stick out to me are like Sunshine.
Fapo, but I guess that's like kind of low.
Yeah, I was thinking Fapo too, but that's like, but you know, like yeah, it's not something that's like super common, like to just be able to grab whatever you wanted.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Or well, I
Otherwise,
mean,
fine.
it's not just about like being able to grab something. It's like being able to hold on to a tool or like having the ability, yeah, either to hang on to it or you know
Yeah,
even like a drop salvage versus drop search, that kind of selectivity.
I think Love Live's able to hold on to its utility. Unless you're saying like the deck doesn't gen hand or game, so it's not able to hold on to.
Yeah, like
It's
Nico
emergency exit.
makes you a lot of stock, but like being able to
Yeah.
consistently turn that stock into playables, like you have the event,
Okay.
but like you also
event's-
rely on brainstorm a lot.
I mean, the event's really good, and then
That's
like
fair.
the fact that you're getting a lot of stock means you're getting like decent compression, and that means your brainstorm's more likely to it. And then you have like
No,
selective.
that's only a next deck, right? Because remember, your stock is coming from the waiting room here.
Yeah, but you have you have a Katsuki, and then you have like on CX play salvage, and then you like stock one. So like that kind of gives you like the selectivity, and then yeah, the event just like carries you through like early game.
Yeah, and like I guess the Rin is there, but which is actually really good because it also goes to memory. I like that part a lot. So you know, I guess that's fine. I just feel like you're accelerating a lot with the deck, so like you hit 3 first often, and then like you're just relying on stocks on Fumio to win the game at that point. That's how I see
you
it.
don't have to-
see.
you
And
don't
that's
have
how
to
I
rely
usually
on
lose
it.
against it. Or like
feel like-
you rely on one of those, right?
Yeah.
I rarely believe that you're going to kill someone when they're still level 2 with double Maki. Unless they like had a really shit level 2 deck.
Well, I think you don't really necessarily have to kill a level 2 because you have like a healing finisher, so it's like it's fine. Like Lovely can actually sit against it, like just sit on your Makis and Ellie's because your Ellie also has next soul effect. So I think the deck generally just tends to be very consistent at 3.
It's not like you're. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you get like a second turn of or even like 3 turns because it's a bar like Nico,
3
then
turns.
but yeah, like 2 turns of like Nico combo, then yeah, you probably are pressing into a decent third deck, so you do survive multiple turns at 3, or 2
Yeah.
turns at least. That's fair.
I do think the deck is really good.
Yeah. Oh no, my point isn't that like the deck isn't good. I just don't think it's like the top of S tier because like you're accelerating a lot and you rely on like hitting brainstorms or accelerating even more.
Yeah, I guess.
Because yeah, like the 1-0 Maki, very good card, but you're still like, you have to accelerate for it. And a lot of your pluses are tied to stuff like that, like the clean cut as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this has gone on way too long, so like
Yeah, I agree.
it's almost like 3
That was
hours.
a long tier list.
Yeah,
It was almost 3
Christ.
hours.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess yeah, every other topic will just have to be for next time, and then Jesus Christ, I didn't think it'd take this long.
Yeah.
Tier lists.
Tier list is always hard.
Tier
A
list?
lot of
Yeah.
discussion in general.
It's discussed like matchups and where the deck stays currently.
Yeah. All right, I guess before I end it, then like, do you want to reorganize anything like S to A tier? I guess like B is fine because they're just B tier.
I think anything B and below are like all like
mix up,
kind of
mash
relevant
up.
decks that
Yeah.
like all kinds of just relevant decks. So I think S tier can be changed anywhere around. I think the top 3 decks is I think those are top 3 decks. So
Yeah.
you can like mix shuffle them however you want. And like even A tier, it's like pretty solid as I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with A as well.
Like I could see Sal going up, especially with the new cards, but like,
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Yeah.
Sao and Million Live are better than Review, but I'm not really gonna push on that. I think they're all
It's
fine.
also, like
they're
Banjo
all
could
fine.
go up based on how this set turns. Like based on how people play
Yeah,
this
I
set.
could probably go up.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not gonna go down. So
Yeah.
Banjo will always be relevant. I feel like
Forever.
forever. Push your IP.
Something cues you to music.
Yeah. Well, Afterglow deck is really good now, so
except that's not the meta deck.
it is a meta deck.
It's your meta deck.
Its own meta.
No, Afterglow is just a meta deck.
Yeah, 8 gold bag.
Uh-huh.
Right? 8 gold bag.
8 gold bag.
A gold bag, not just
Oh god.
Bag is meta.
LML. I don't know. I think this is like where I see the meta as.
It's
like,
probably
pretty
good.
close. Yeah, it's good attempt at a decent tier list. This could always change. But yeah.
I
I
think
can
it
tell
took its
I can tell people flaming us.
Yeah, I can
Basically,
already yeah, I can already hear the flames.
But
Yeah, ReZero is in
like,
S tier.
Yeah.
a tier
I-
list is just an opinion.
I mean, a lot of people probably don't think Sunshine is even S tier. So
Yeah.
I feel like people would put AOT at S tier, so
'cause
that
Standby
Yeah.
is such a mixed bag. Some people are like, Standby sucks.
yeah.
Like,
It's also
never
that
be.
my Standby feels like it's not even being printed much anymore. But
Yeah, they don't
it might
print
be
it.
might be starting to phase out a bit.
I mean,
She'll
the
see.
fact that they're not printing it kind of means that
Yeah, it went a little too far.
It's gone too far.
Yeah.
Only 1 Standby sets, never 2 again.
Bandori has like what 3 or 4 standbys now.
It has
They
8
have a
unique
lot.
ones, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's got 8. I think it's got 8 different ones.
Wait,
Like,
oh
you
my
can
God,
play
that
Bunch of their
many.
PR.
There's the
Yeah,
pure
there's several.
one.
There's several PR ones. I
Yeah.
think.
Jesus
There's the
Christ.
new one, the CD one, and then like the summer one. It's got the one from Special Booster. It's got the original one. So it's got a lot of CDs nowadays.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Cool.
wrap up the video then.
All right. So, any last words, guys, before I cut it?
I love
Nothing
anime.
much.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love anime, I
exhausted.
guess.
Why can't I roll Eureka?
Oh yeah, it feels bad.
I actually tilted.
Oh shit! I also forgot. I could have played an intro song. Oh well, next time.
Where's my Tsugumi?
Sorry, Roy. This wasn't good enough.
Yikes.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it in 3 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.